Whoa. I'm here. I am here. What is up, guys? We are live right now. Duh. And we'll be taking a look at RPG developer BAKIN here in just 9 minutes when it releases in my territory. All secrets will be revealed. I'm going to be paying attention to chat. I've got this re-streamed out between YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. Not that I ever get views on half of those, but the other ones, please feel free, spread the word. Let people know, let your friends know, let your family know. Go knock on your neighbor's door, you've got time, let them know. Let your pets know. They watch YouTube on their smart devices without you knowing. CT, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be streaming BAKIN. And I wanted to make you very much aware of a few things before we booted into RPG developer BAKIN. One, we have a few concurrent streams going on tonight. There's a few people who really wanted to stream this as soon as it released, and that's totally understandable. And even though some people might view it as a big grand competition, I don't really see things that way. I see things as collaborative in many ways, and in other ways where things may be viewed as competitive. Some things just aren't for everybody. Some views, some channels, some personalities just aren't for everybody. I recognize that I'm not for everybody. And so I hope to help you find the folks that are for you. If not through this channel, then through one of the channels I'm about to recommend. So, Lazy Chaser. Hi, good morning, good evening, rather. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna vet this thing inside and out tonight for a couple of hours. And we're gonna check out a lot of stuff, guys. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. I've been waiting for this since before we thought there was going to be a separate engine. Smile Boom have been collecting our feedback for literally years. And coding stream? Oh, you know, well, event paneling stream. Tamis T? Damn, found the game and you actually 5 minutes ago and I should sleep, but I want to see. You should see. The engine releases in 7 minutes and we're going to boot it right up as soon as that clock hits 7 p.m. my time. But we're going to check out RPG developer BAKIN, and we're going to have the stream going. I'm going to have videos posted on the channel over the next several hours. You're going to get to see tutorials, tours, just about whatever you'd like over the next week. Here on the channel, I'm going to be hitting this thing hard. But one of the things that I wanted to say early on, is that I know Companion Wolf, that is WULF, is streaming as well here in just a few short minutes. And the link, I don't have it on me. If you want to stay on top of anybody else who will be streaming using BAKIN, especially if you wanted to see mine, but if you wanted to check theirs out as well, or after I get off streaming, you should go visit the Discord. You should actually join the Discord. It's linked in the description to this stream, next to RPG developer BAKIN official Discord. Go check that out. Please, I want to remind you throughout the stream. I made notes to remind you guys of this stuff. So you definitely want to go check out the official Discord. And I've got a few more things that I really need to do. But I've been looking forward to this for literally over a year. I really thought it was going to come in the form of SGB updates, but it does not. It is a brand new engine, and that is absolutely fine. HMX Misfit, hello, are you done just dropping in? I have just begun. I haven't even tried to start yet because the engine doesn't release for 5 more minutes. So we are doing the fastest, most nerve-wracking countdown I've ever done. 5 minutes, and we'll be checking this out. Okay, the link to Companion Wolf's YouTube is in the Discord right now. He'll be checking it out very, very shortly. He's going to look at official prices and DLCs right now, and then he'll be looking at features and game development in BAKIN. That is what I'm doing as well. We're going to have different paces. We're going to have different explanations, different methods. We're going to be poking around at different things at the same time. So if you want to go check it out, it is absolutely fine. Check out whatever stream you want. I support and encourage you to support, following, subscribing, whatever, anybody else who is active on this. I know that Driftwood Gaming has had some interest in it, and I'm sure that there are others. I'm absolutely sure that there are other people waiting to check this out here in the next few minutes. What do I have that they don't? Long hair. And an unfortunately good resolution on my face cam. And a crappy sense of humor. And I've been using SGB for quite a while, as Companion Wolf has as well, and actually much longer than I have. And I'm going to be approaching this from the how accessible can we do things perspective. I'm not just comparing it to SGB, although I will be having a few specific perspectives that I'm bringing with me from using SGB, which is one of my favorite game-making engines ever. But I will be checking out what we're able to do versus a lot of other RPG engines, and that's not to directly compare them. There's no point in doing that. They all do something that the other ones don't, and they all do something better than the other ones don't. And I'm sure that this one will be no exception whatsoever. Look at all the free stuff on Steam, free add-ons. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out here in 3 minutes. But first, I have been given the codes to share with the winners of the official Smile Game Builder Summer Game Jam, and I'm going to do that right now. So, the very first code is going to Kuma-chan right now. The second code is going to Tenkai Star. And the third code is going to Ophidian Ren. This looks very easy to use compared to alternatives. I'm going to try to get it ASAP. That's a great idea. It is an early access, though, so, you know, keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that any bugs you find, anything like that, make sure you report those suckers as fast as you can. 659. You are, please redeem on Steam. There are all 3 codes given out. All right, I've got the BAKIN, or the official Discord chat open. 659. 659. Lady Softpaw, K Hodao, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that the stream lagged. That's it. 7 o'clock, guys. Here we go. Guess what? This is about less than 6 gigabytes. It recommends that you have 8 gigabytes of space on your PC. I'm going to move my head down now. Wow. No, we're ready. We're ready right now. We are taking a look because it is now released. It is 7 p.m. my time, and this thing is released worldwide. Now that it is released, I can tell you, I have videos going up on the channel right now, every quarter hour, on the quarter hour until 8:30. Tutorial and overview videos in bite-sized pieces so that you can check this out. What do you mean? Well, what do you mean less than an hour? Hold up. What? It's 7 p.m. Not ready for you guys? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Pacific? My Steam is set to Central. Let's go take a look. Store featured. What do you mean you're still locked? They got it locked again. That's not quite right. Well, it gives us time to get all the free stuff and check that out. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Hold on. I've got the thing around here somewhere. Download asset packs. That's all right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to download the asset packs. We're going to do that right now. Nature Pack Volume 1. That is beautiful. I can't look at screenshots. There we go. Yes, I can. All right, so we are going to spend the next unknown amount of minutes checking out the asset packs. And we'll pretend like the last 4 minutes never happened. Rip. So we have beautiful, lovely trees. Very, very high resolution textures applied to these trees. You can get the same kind of textures in your SGB games, but it is not quite the same looking because you don't get the same access to the materials on your models, so you don't see the stuff like the shininess on these. You don't get to have albedo maps on your SGB characters and objects. And I'm forgetting what the other two map types are. Smileboom did release this information publicly. It's albedo, and I can't remember the other two. But they have to do with roughness and shininess and transparency, I think. Jackson's in the chat. Welcome, Jackson, again. I hope you're still doing well. I have no idea what time of day it is for you. But Jackson stopped into the stream earlier today, as did Yu-Gi-Oh! Reddit. And what an evil last name, by the way. Anyways, these assets are going to look great because it's not just what you see here, but the fact that you can turn them around, you can rotate them, and you can scale them freely as you are using them in the engine. Let's check out the Castle Pack. Oh yeah, I need to download the Nature Pack while I'm here. Hagons, welcome. Bienvenidos. Otra vez. Mi gran amigo. We're going to download that bad boy. Go. Nope. Get out of there. Stop doing that. Big Shot Shizvane, welcome. Welcome. Shizvane is another asset developer. He has just released a ton of assets for SGB. Just an absolute crap ton. Big Shot is on, I think, itch.io. If you want to give your itch.io name out in the chat, I know I've got links banned and you won't be able to post a link there, but if you post your itch.io name, we'll actually visit your asset store here in a bit. Okay, did I get those already? Stop. All right, we got our Nature Pack. Let's look at the Castle Pack next. Castle Pack. Beautiful castles. I love them. I already want to demake Elden Ring. Oh my god, there's Princess Peach's castle. It's beautiful. Oh man, everything's modular, just like it should be. We get a look at the UI. We can see the materials. Download. For those of you here, I want to thank you for your support and your viewership. Yeah, we've got some time. We've got some time. All right, all right. I see you, Shar. There we go. There's that. Steam. This was Steam's fault. My God, what an absolute mess. Well, I've already said it. I've got videos going up on the channel that are tutorials and overviews of features. They're going up. There's no point. No point trying to take that back. 8:30. I got to reschedule everything though, apparently, since Steam wanted to lie. I got your messages, Lady Shar. Thank you. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It looks like I ended up being like over an hour early on my stream. I didn't want to be right about that. I did not want to be right about that at all. Definitely not my intention. We do get to look at the DLC. So yeah, going up in how long? We have 52 minutes. 52 minutes. Yeah, Shar has a great point. The time they put out would have been 7 CDT. Of course, we do have to change our clocks here in about 13 more days. We're just 13 days off on our daylight savings time. Let's continue to look at the assets. I'm going to go ahead and download the assets since I can. The Furnitures and Ornaments pack. Look at this bad boy. Whoa, 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 go back. Whoa, whoa, look at that Gothic furniture. It's freaking awesome. Look at that. We get to have this by default. And you can move these things with irrespective of the tiles. You don't need to care about grid locking things. You can butt chairs right up against tables here. You can have scenes where like one of the chairs is out because the character might be sitting in it or wanting to, and the other chairs are spaced out. Whoa. We've got fancy painting with really ornate frame. Can we edit it? Yeah, we can edit it. We can edit all this stuff because it's all going to have texture files that are accessible, just like SGB would. The furniture is nice. Pure Parzival, welcome. Tengo ansiedad. I understood that. Same, my friend. Tengo mucho ansiedad. Edit the painting? Why would you edit the painting? Look at this beautiful man. Edit whatever other paintings you have in your house to look just like this one. Yeah, this will be great for life sim stuff. All right, we'll move ahead. Actually, we'll move. Here we go. Back. This is one of the ones I skipped by clicking accidentally. Yeah, then oh. This looks like cake. This looks like Princess Peach's furniture. But it's awesome. Their entire suites of furniture. It's not just, you know, you get a couch or you get a chair. There are entire suites of furniture that get to be used. One Man Indie, welcome. Good evening. Thank you for dropping in, saying hi. I'm way early. I did not mean to start this early. Steam lied about the release date of BAKIN, and I almost got myself in trouble. But collectively, we are pretending that didn't happen. Is Super Mario BAKIN coming out? Somebody? I hope so. I hope so. We'll get Chris Pratt to voice BAKIN Mario. Kevin Soy, welcome. Thank you for dropping in, Luigi's Mansion vibe. And here's the first screenshot of the furniture pack. It's got some Japanese stuff. We've got the Maneki Neko. We've got a katana sword. We've got a nice geisha doll. Flowers. We've got a kotatsu. We've got futon. Just like the other leak earlier today. That one wasn't my fault. And I cannot be held accountable for third-party leaks. All I can do is try to police them on my stream. Make sure we download that. Okay, got that. Got that furniture pack. We've got 3. What's the landmark pack? Volume 1? Oh man, look at this. This is more suitable for like world maps, assuming you're gonna zoom way out. I know that you can take this stuff and scale it up so big that it's usable for your full-size characters and whatnot, just by looking at it, but I don't know that it's going to be textured as being prepared for you to do that. But we only get the one screenshot, but it's free, so I'm gonna grab it. We're gonna grab the landmark pack too. X0 Sigma, what did you find? What did you find? Welcome to the stream. What did you find? The stream? You found the stream? Is that what you meant? There are other people streaming right now as well. We've got Companion Wolf and I refer to him as Sovereign 7. June Rosamura, welcome. It's a great pleasure to have you drop in. I thought you'd be too busy. You were on the wrong stream? Oh, were you on the stream from earlier today? Companion Wolf and Sovereign 7 are also streaming right now. But I am not actively using BAKIN for another close to 45 minutes, which is extremely painful. Extremely painful. I did not prepare to jump the gun, but I've got plenty of stuff to show you guys besides. It doesn't matter. I've got plenty of stuff that I can still show you guys. I did download that, right? So I should have four of the asset packs. Okay, and there's still a lot more to get. The RPG Developer BAKIN Effect Pack, Volume 1. So this is going to play into the Effectsier edition because BAKIN does support Effectsier. And we've got another sneak peek at the UI for the Resource Manager and how you might go about editing some of these assets. Just checking the Discord chat, making sure everybody's playing nice, everybody's being awesome. All right, next screenshot. Whoop. Get that back on there. Skepsis, welcome. Welcome, good to have you. Lots and look at the list of things here under the particles category under the 3D stamps. Look amazing. I'm loving this. This is going to give us so many new things. Check out the options right above here. I don't know if you can see it that well. If you're on your phone, you won't be able to see it, but I'll read some of this stuff out to you. On the right-hand side, there's properties that you can edit for each of these effects, and they're separated by category. The top one says name. The one right under that says basic, and you've got a pre-warm in seconds. You can turn on or off environmental effects. You can play a sound effect right here. Right here, you don't have to have a separate sound effect event panel. EFK file? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any experience with effects here. The timing of the sound effect playback, so how long it plays, and the effect playtime in seconds for the effect itself. There's 2 more categories that are not dropped down, they're not expanded, so I can't see the properties listed in each one, but we can take a look at that in a little bit. For battle effects, target, same orientation as target, individual for ... So we can actually separate the properties of how this looks in battle versus how it looks on the map scene. And then finally, linked to local lights. So we can edit the properties of each effect in accordance with how it is linked to each of the lights. That means your save crystals or your save points can look like your environment just by virtue of having the same lighting, or they can all look the same so that they'll always be easy to pick out. Anyway, we're going to download that. And we're going to continue taking a look. We've got another screenshot or something here. Lots and lots of preview pictures of all of the effects that come with this. A lot of these are like upgraded SGB effects. And I imagine there's a ton from SGB. But we're looking at just a crap load of effects. And they're all free. All right, next. We'll look at the free ones first, and then I'll look at the ones that are paid. The House Pack. The House Pack. Volume 1. We've only got one screenshot, but this is the free asset pack DLC that contains all manner of medieval style houses and buildings. You can see the character right here, super, super tiny on the screen. He's got a red ring right below him. And you can go up the steps to this massive house. So these are not for your world map. These are actually big enough and suitable enough texture resolution wise to be used for the main interactable map scenes with your game. Not only do I see these buildings, I see a collection of what look like different style doors right here. And remember that all of these can be scaled and rotated. They do not have to be 90-degree angles, 90-degree angles. You can have the same house, and then you can have a house right next to it that's the same house, but you can make it just slightly bigger. You can take the monotony out of your maps. Are these official or third-party made? These are distributed by Smile Boom. They are with the official downloadable content. So I would call these official. And I'm going to download that house pack next. I'm just going to have a computer full of BAKIN. I'm going to have to uninstall Guild Wars now. Oh, there's a list here. It does come with 24 brick houses, 25 thatch roof houses, 27 wooden houses, 14 additional windows. That's what I was seeing. Those were not doors. They were windows, I think. 3 chimneys, 12 balconies, and 12 signs. 12 signs. All right. So did I download that? I'm downloading everything like 3 times, I know. And Steam is like, you got it already, bro. But I just have to make sure before I move on, because once I open all this stuff up. All right, we actually have, I showed you guys the Furniture Pack Volume 1, but there's a Furniture Pack Volume 2. And that's also free. I imagine they're separate so that we can save on space. Oh, wow. Wow. House Pack, Furniture and Ornaments Pack, Volume 2. Here we go. You will need to download the effects to your editor if BAKIN doesn't come with a particle editor. I see. That's good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Because I've heard of effects here thanks to RPG Maker MZ, but that's all I know. That was one of the differences between MV and MZ, that it had effects here compatibility. So right here, Forge. Very nice looking forge. You could scale that up and give it to a giant or make it really, really tiny and make it a model out of it to sit on a shelf. We see lots of other things sprinkled on this house floor. We've got some very rustic looking things. We've got some plush couches that I'm sure will go perfectly in your medieval RPG. But I love the cabinet work we have back here. And I'm looking past these objects. I mean, I'm really admiring the material and the texture on some of these, like this banner here, suitable for wall hanging. But like, look at the texture on the walls back here. It looks textured. It looks like there are slight protrusions in the framework. I don't know the proper names for that building. I don't know building terms. But we've got like backpacks. I see a fishing rod, what looks like. Various dishes, maps, scrolls, plates. I see a rug. We've got 2 more screenshots to look at. Here are some tables. We've got a little table with some food stuff down here. We have cabinetry mounted to the walls. Shelving. Little things that go up on the shelves, and you can take all this stuff based on what we've seen, and you should be able to place this stuff free form on top of the other objects, kind of like in Smile Game Builder, how you can check to make sure, you can check a box to allow a model be placed on top of another model. And I think this might work a little bit more like Final Fantasy. I'm switching my statements to presumptuous rather than confirming. I think you could probably place these objects on top of these surfaces, just like your favorite house design feature of your favorite MMORPG. But I'm not sure, of course. Studio Bad Guy, welcome. Good evening. Thank you for dropping in. I can't believe they made so many good assets. Oh, hello. Here's some alternative bedroom assets that you can use for your normal townhouses. Some people like to spice things up. Ignore the stains on the beds. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna download that volume 2. And move on to the next one. The next one, I've got the Landmark Pack, I've got the Castle Pack, the House Pack Volume 1, the Demon's Castle Pack Volume 1. I keep seeing stuff that isn't on the list. The Demon's Castle Pack, yeah. I'm so shook about. I don't know what all comes with this besides what's in the screenshot here. This is the only screenshot of this pack. Maybe this is all it comes with, but it does come with a very decorative bookshelf, evil-looking columns, or maybe this is all one model. I would call this I would hope that this was a throne, but it's not a throne. It's a very awkward statue, and some stairs leading up to a platform upon which the statue is placed. It looks like it could all be one model, but maybe it's all separate modular pieces. And that'd be really cool to have access to this platform without the model, so I hope it is. We've got stacks of books. We've got a really cool looking candlestick over here with a monster decorative head. We've got chandeliers, and we've got evil looking chairs and a few more things. So that's pretty cool. Go ahead and get that downloaded. Don't forget to join the official RPG developer BAKIN Discord, link in the description below, and join the Amalgam Archive while you're there. Link also in the description below. That's my Discord. That is where I post all of my nonsense. It's live. I can't stop clearing my throat. Hunter, welcome to the stream. Good evening. I'm excited to get my hands on BAKIN as well. This BAKIN is crispy. All right, I'm pretty sure I already hit download on this asset pack. Let's look at the next asset pack. They just keep coming. They just keep coming. We've got the Nature Pack Volume 1. I'm going to have to make videos about every single one of these. We've got the Outdoor Building Pack Volume 1, which I thought I got, but I didn't. You played a bit of the sample game they put out? I did. I was not aware that they made the sample game public. That's awesome. You can rotate the camera, which is pretty cool. I'm excited to get into editing mode and look at that sample game, and I'll be doing that tonight as well. So we've got ships, we've got a tower. We got actually 2 different pirate ships going on, or maybe it's the same pirate ship. No, it's probably different. I was going to say maybe they just changed one of the assets with this, but it's a complete redo. Same shape, but I mean, everything is different texture-wise. They wouldn't do you like that. Yeah, that's 2 different things. We have a tower, watchtower. We've got a balloon back there. We have large stained glass windows and cannons. We have 3 more screenshots to look at. We've got lots of tents, lots of canvas, roped wagons. We have what looks like a barn or a shed. We've got 2 completely different windmills. We've got some lookout towers. We have rocks, different kinds of rocks. These have holes in them. We have different beautiful hedges with different kinds of flowers on them. They look really, really nice. You can make your own hedge maze, your own ornate hedge maze. We've got some really cool, what look like cooking pots on stands down here. And we have some dry fountain and wet fountain. Maybe we'll get some animations that come with those. We've got sort of half of a Colosseum up here. Not a whole Colosseum. Half of a very important place to be. You could make that whatever you want. And it looks like we've got a, looks like a, I'm not sure, a bell tower, clock tower sort of thing. It's not really high. Like a clock tower for a small village. The cannons look really cool. I am going to now back out of here and grab the Outdoor Building Pack Volume 1. We're definitely going to have to look at all of this stuff. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to be busy making videos on each one of the asset packs. 30 minutes and it's going by super fast. Remember that Companion Wolf and Sovereign 7 are both streaming as well, so join the official RPG developer BAKIN Discord. Go to the social media links channel and check out what they are doing. 8 p.m. I need to take just a quick moment and reschedule some things. 8:15. Good. 3 at 8:30. Good. 4 needs to be at 8:45. Good. 5 needs to be at 9. Good. What am I scheduling? Don't worry about that. 6 needs to be at 9:15. And then 7 needs to be at 9:30. And 8 needs to be at 9:30 as well. For those of you tuning in thinking I was going to be streaming BAKIN development right now, I'm sorry. Steam lied. It actually does its countdowns and its timer's really weird. I won't be able to do it for another half hour. In half an hour, though, it's on. And it's probably better this way because I'm getting to go collect a bunch of DLC so we can see more examples of how this stuff works. All right. So I got the outdoor building pack, and it's time to check on another free one. We got the nature pack, the castle pack, the house volume 1, Demon's Castle, furnitures and ornaments pack volume 2, nature pack volume 2. Let's check out the nature pack volume 2. This is just one screenshot of what all this comes with. Remember that these assets are entirely rotatable and scalable, and they do not care where you place them. They are not going to be grid locked. We have a selection of rocks in 4 different overall styles, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 varieties of small, if you so choose to keep them small, with a 7th very large, 8th very tall, 9th very bulky, and 10th just huge rock wall style. It kind of looks like there's another row of rocks right behind this wall. That's okay. We can't see it, but we'll check it out once we get the asset pack, once we get the engine opened up. I saw another free asset pack. Where is it? The Ruins pack. Okay, there's at least 3 more to get. 3D Monster Pack. Welcome, Firewolf 678. Soy amigo de... bueno. Hola, amigo de Dragons. The RPG developer BAKIN 3D Monster Pack Volume 1. Check it out. Here are our 3D monsters that get put into BAKIN for free. We only get one screenshot. We see a lot of the preview monsters here, the ones that we've seen screenshots of. SB Ruru, Mip Mip, welcome to the stream. Thank you for hopping in. I know you. I have interacted with you a lot in another server. Here to check out BAKIN and seeing if it can do what you need it to do for your stream. We have some amazing free assets that are all over the Steam page. Just tons and tons of free DLC packs. And I imagine they're all there so they don't bloat the overall file of the engine itself, which I think is a great idea. I think that's really great. Now you can get that file, and you know it doesn't need to take up all of your hard drive space. Waiting another 30 minutes, so am I. Another 27 minutes, and I'll be able to use the program on stream. Wadatu Records, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping in. It's good to see you, friend. I can't believe you're already working on Adventure Field 5. But I guess I shouldn't be in disbelief because Adventure Field 5 is going to be in BAKIN. Probably going to be the first commercially available BAKIN game. I would believe that. Anyway, these guys look pretty cool. Orc, goblin, little mage, zombie, rat, bat, bee, slime, dragon, robot, chaotic knight, death reaper, fiery mage thing. He's still cool. And then Golem. We're just going to go ahead and download that. Manic Maniac CCO. Hi there. I love watching you. You're a great asset to the indie development community. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind. I appreciate you. We're just getting started. The journey is long and arduous, and there's so many people to pull in here and get them hyped and get them motivated to make stuff. Thank you. Appreciate that. We are still Furniture and Ornament Pack Volume 2. Okay, I know there's a screen on this one that I didn't look at. There has to be. It's right there in the preview. Okay, I'm not allowed to look at it. Fine. All right, we're going to continue grabbing the last free packs if I ever get through them. There's still so dang many. Here's the Ruins pack. This one's next. Ruins pack, Volume 1. We only get one. I'm not holding my breath. This is a whole new ball game in a sense. Yes, but, my friend, some folks have had this for a while. In order to be able to learn about it, provide Smile Boom with feedback, and I wouldn't be surprised if there are projects made in this engine that come out pretty quickly. This isn't a whole new ballgame for a lot of people, yes, but in many ways, this is the successor to Smile Game Builder. If you have worked with Smile Game Builder, how can I put this? RPG Maker is like a set of drums, and working with MV3D is kind of like throwing yourself onto a grand piano. But if you can learn the drums, you can learn almost any other instrument, and if you learn the piano, that's a... What am I talking about? I'm not making any sense. If you learn RPG Maker, though, learning SGB is not a huge deal. But if you are new at game stuff in general, learning SGB is also a pretty good launch pad. And if you know SGB, you're going to know BAKIN pretty well. It's just another one in a long line of awesome templated RPG engines. There's still awesome ones coming out. There's still awesome ones that are currently being developed and supported by awesome developers. I know I gotta give a shout out to Justin Arnold of RPG in a Box. His engine looks incredible. He just added the ability to add objects onto the map, which that's already a feature, but scale them, which is what BAKIN does, and it's something that I really drool over because it's integral to have that ability. I hope that he'll add even more things that allow you to make a game truly yours with the same set of tools that the next guy has, or next gal, or other. Ah, there we go. Let's go ahead and block the Tinder bots. And add to block list on restream. Goodbye. I was waiting for that. I get that crap in my comments. You guys don't get to see that because I get to moderate my comments. So we're looking at the Ruins pack, and we see the, well, things indicative of ruins. We have the giant log that you can probably walk under in order to get to where you need to go through the jungle. That's about the only outdoor thing. No sexy night bots. No, none of that. Oh, I gotta take a drink of my grapefruit, guys. That's a little much. Pile of gold, crystal balls. We've got lots of switches you can step on for traps. Probably not a good time to say traps. We've got the golden statue that actually comes default with Smile Game Builder, but it's looking awesome here. A giant seated throne, big roots inside of a dungeon. Yeah, I'd use that. I guess you could implant this to where the ends are covered up by walls. Absolutely. We do have a couple more that would maybe be more suitable behind this giant save crystal. I see this treasure chest behind that as well. Hopefully that's got a beautiful animation. And then we've got the looks like a Mayan calendar medallion and more that I can't really see. But we only get the one screenshot, so I can't really even be bothered to speculate. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. Oh, man. All right. We got the nature. We've got the castle pack. We've got the house pack. We've got housing or furniture and ornaments. Nature 2, Outdoor Building, Ruins Pack Volume 2, Ruins Pack Volume 2, and Sound Pack Volume 1. How long have I been waiting for BAKIN? I've been waiting probably about a year and a half, 2 years. Reason? Because Smile Boom showed us teasers of SGB, what looked like SGB, a character running around a map and jumping. And I knew that they were working on something new, but I thought it would be an update. And we've had constantly people coming into the Discord or on the Steam discussion forums to complain about the lack of support for SGB. I'm loving this Ruins Volume 2, by the way. This looks great. This is stuff that could be outdoors, so you can make a very refreshing outdoor dungeon. Or you could use a lot of the stuff indoors as well. And I actually really like the look of this ground section back here. Let's go back just a bit and take a look at that from the other angle. Lots of floor, lots of things to jump across. I love it. But anyways, I always thought they are definitely working on something. And their update cadence with Smile Game Builder is very slow. It's slow. The updates are a little bit few and far between. And they were updating, developing other software such as Smile Basic 4. So knowing that they were busy with these other products, but still making updates for SGB, but being quiet about everything else SGB, I really strongly suspected they were going to make a version 2. And a lot of folks were kind of upset when this tool was announced because they wanted those updates for the first engine. But the first engine's a 32-bit engine, and these really need to be things that are in a 64-bit engine. You don't want all this stuff in an engine that could be slow. Boz, hey Boz, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Glad you could drop in and say hi. I'm an outsider of the community. I know, I recognize you. But this engine's pretty exciting, so I'm here for the first look and hoping for a successful release. Thank you, me too. Do we know if it will support video playback? I can't remember if that was revealed in discussions or not on Steam. I'm curious how large you can stretch an asset before it distorts or loses quality. June, have you ever tried to import an asset into SGB that you forgot to scale down out of Blender? SGB supports, if your map is this big, when you zoom out, you can see your asset that you pull in. If you don't resize it to SGB sized, you can see it bigger than the map. So I'm sure that you can pull it out way beyond the confines of the map, which means that you could probably also make maps out of 3D objects. You won't have to rely. Wada do records. Video playback? Maybe, that winky face. I like that. SB, one of the things I'm hoping is maps larger than 256 because that's one of my biggest problems with MV and MZ. So if, I'm going to tell you this, if the map size is 256 by 256, if it is, you don't have to keep everything the same scale. A tile no longer matters because these collisions are not bound by tiles. The object placement is no longer bound by tiles as it is in SGB. This is not a tile engine. This is exacting placement. And so if you can scale things down, or you can scale things that you import up or down, those confines no longer have any meaning. A tile now is just an arbitrary measurement for you to use so that you can plan things. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't help too much, but it's just some perspective to think about, just some consideration. 16 more minutes, and I'll be able to tell you for sure. I still have to take a look at the sound pack and grab that. They do show scaling and resizing in the teaser videos. They do. Take a look at the screenshot of the sound pack. Whoa! Sorry, those are all of the names of the songs from SGB. So you know what? I'm just gonna grab it. I already have them because it's just SGB songs. Ooh, maybe they're remastered. Maybe they're like fully orchestral. Sorry, what about a look at the paid DLC? We're going to do that now because I think I've downloaded everything that was free. I think I got it all. I think I finally got it all. It took me forever, but I got it all. All right, guys, we're going to look at the Master Brain. How can you download it now? USA mostly is last release. The DLC you can download right now. The DLC you can download now, and for some reason, and the engine releases in 15 minutes. There's no last and first. It's a simultaneous global release. If anybody talks about different times, it's because, yes, we live in different time zones. So, Ancient Pack. We'll take a quick look at the paid DLCs now with the time we have left. The Ancient Pack. Good Lord, this is beautiful. Does that mean I can make a tag game in a kitchen? With tiny people? Wait, you're saying the Earth isn't flat? I didn't say that. I just said we had time zones. Flat Earth still has time zones. Because it's like, you know, you've seen sundials. I've said too much. Government, take them all out. We're supposed to be looking at the screenshots. So, we have a lot of beautiful outdoor assets here. We need not. Look at the skybox. Look at the lighting. Look at the ambient lighting on the map. Look at the skybox. There's our light widget right there. There's one of our light widgets. I'm sure the ambient lighting is controlled a little bit differently, but light objects, here we come. We can see from the tools in the corners or in the margins here exactly what we're going to have access to. Some of that stuff you'll have to guess at, but you've only got to guess for 13 more minutes. Hey, there was more to that. Beautiful collapsed ruins around what looks to be a tomb or a dais of some kind. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these stairs leading up here. These are tiles, not objects, and they're not full block widths anymore. In fact, it looks like not only are there half, but there are quarter and three-quarter width tiles. June Rosamura can confirm it's still not available in Japan. Yeah, it should be available in 12 minutes. I'm going to go nuts if it doesn't release in 12 minutes. Beautiful indoor shot. Look at the lights. Lights. Pillar of light. Sparkles. The best update is the 3D gizmo. I absolutely love the 3D gizmo. If you're used to working in Unity or Blender, the 3D gizmo is going to be absolutely valuable. 24-hour stream looking better and better. Yeah. Sure. Stop it, Zeke. Lady Softpaw, you could do a lot with trying to make Elder Scroll themed stuff. What's the 3D gizmo? It's, hold on, I'll show you. Oh, top left corner. You see this thing? That's kind of the same thing, but when you place an object down, you'll see the gizmo. And if you're in Unity or in Blender, this takes a different shape depending on whether you're trying to change the translation, which is the position of the object, the rotation of the object, or the scale of the object. But you can place an object down or have one, and then depending on the look of the widget, you can take and then transform the properties of that object. Yeah, there's going to be some beautiful houses, and I mean, there already have been, because Smile Boom showed that video of their beautiful room that they made. We're all going to be able to do that. Check out these, excuse me, stairs, these orange lines. I thought I brought my Tums in here. I did not. I brought my grapefruit soda and no Tums. I'm going to have heartburn all throughout the stream. Beautiful dungeon. Just lock me up. Throw away the key. Lock me in the BAKIN dungeon. Look at our beloved event diamonds. They're trying to hide from us, but we see them. Just great. I got called to handle some work at another building. June, it's all right. All this will be here waiting for you. I can confirm to you that I have videos going up very, very soon. We'll have to come back then. Can't let the boss catch me. Yeah, be careful. Don't risk getting in trouble. Have a good time at work. See you, June. I hope you can drop back in soon. The RPG developer BAKIN Ancient Pack is $39.99. We have 9 minutes left, so let's tear through the rest of these. The Western Pack. I could watch the video on this. Oh, yeah, here we go. We're gonna watch the video. Doubtless in-engine shots. It does look familiar. I am telling you, this is all Jackson stuff. Wild Arms, look at the placement of all of the icons and stuff on the counters. It's all free scaling. Just take it, throw it wherever you want. We get 267 models total with this. 12 firearms, 12 plants, 136 props. 11 interior parts, 171 model variations, 16 prefabs, and 8 sample maps. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain Wild Arms is the inspiration for that. That's going to be worth it. Let's take a look at the screenshots. This bar, though, this is... I can't wait to make stuff like this. Look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here's one style of bar. Here's another style of bar. Look at the counters. I bet you they're all modular. I bet you can snap them together and design whatever crazy counter configuration you want. No, we got some low poly buckets going on here. I probably won't use the low poly bucket, but man, everything else here looks great. Here's the same town, but at nighttime. Here's a view from one of the balconies. Yeah, Shar, Lady Softpaw used a lot of these assets in SGB because they are available for SGB right now. A lot of them are anyway. There's a lot of extra stuff with this one. A lot of extra stuff. The Western Pack for SGB, though, is, yeah, very similar to this. I wonder if we can import FBX exports from the Unity and Unreal asset stores into BAKIN. Obviously some quality loss, I imagine, because of shaders, but that would be amazing. Yeah, you can import FBX from the Unity store into SGB already, and BAKIN supports FBX, so that's absolutely fine. Gun store and bar, yeah, that's not going to end well. You're right. The last time we had that going on, it ended up being modern day America. Check out the upstairs. Look at this beautiful texture on the wood. And then more lovely event diamonds. I love them. I would get this just based on these screenshots alone, because even if I don't want to put them in a game, I'm going to design rooms and houses, not even have any NPCs in there. 6 minutes left, and I'm going to take a look at the Modern City Pack. We've all seen the Modern City Pack. It's the G-style pack. This is not something that Jackson made. I believe this would be the what was made by the Japanese asset makers. And these came with the G-style models that we know and love. Super Caffeinated, welcome to the stream. Good evening. The Nerd Mansion, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Thank you guys for dropping in. It is supposed to come out in just a few minutes. Just 5 minutes left. I'm looking at the DLC that is available on Steam right now. All these previews are here. Look at that beautiful room. 11 doors, 14 buildings, 117 models. If it's things I'm going to get, I'm absolutely going to get the Modern City Pack. I'm going to get everything. Why should I even lie? Those are the only ones I see. They all suffer from TARDIS syndrome. Well, these, if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to rotate them side to side as well. I use these objects in the price. So it's early access week for at least the next week. You're going to have a 10% discount. If you have SGB, you'll get an additional 10% discount. and we'll have a total of 19% off the total price tag, which I believe is going to be $70 after early access. So it would be like $50 if you've got SGB, or $60 if you buy it the first week. What's the price? I think that's what the price is. I was about to read that comment again and answer it a second time. I don't see any other paid DLC. Just a reminder. Oh, there's the Ancient Pack. Well, we'll take a look at the Ancient Pack for 4 minutes. The Ancient... Oh, we already looked at this. We looked at Ancient, Western, and City. Modern City is $30 USD. Yeah, that's it. I have made sure to have money set aside for this. Same. I'm going to drop some money on the DLC. Developer and publisher is Smileboom, but I just know that those assets had to have been provided to them by Jackson. Actually, I'm going to go look at the Western pack real quick and see if it does have his name on it. Oh no, we'll look at the Modern City pack. Smileboom, Smileboom. Yeah, it belongs to them. Western pack. Smileboom, Smileboom. It belongs to them. Not again. Welcome to the stream. Don't let the NyQuil win. You've got to make it. You've got to make it. You just have 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. We know that Jack Assets made them, but I was taking a look at the licensure more, because if you go to SGB Steam page, and you look at the assets, you will see that they credit the appropriate developers for the G style and for the new Smile assets, because they didn't produce them themselves. But if they're saying that they are the developer and publisher of these assets, it means they purchased the rights to sell them. And basically they own this stuff and they can distribute it however they wish. That's just me more like ignorantly speculating, but I mean the terminology is right there. Double check that it's actually out at 8. Yeah, you got a point. So you get a look at my nice demon ladies while I take this off screen for reasons. And I just want to give reminders right now. Companion Wolf and Sovereign 7 are both streaming right now. They'll also be using BAKIN very, very soon. Those are the only two that I know of for sure. I'm sure that there are a lot of other people with eyes on this, though, right now. Probably a lot of content creators, and that's fine. If you're a content creator and you would like to collaborate or learn more, you can reach out to me, and I'll be sure to plug your channel on my channel, because that's what I want to do. We're building a community. We're not gatekeeping. We're not keeping anybody out. We're not worried about what happened in other Discords or other servers or other RPG making things. I don't care about any of that. We are in control of hallowed grounds, and this community is going to be the one that builds up the others even. This is extremely hype. 1 minute. 1 minute. Make sure you join the official RPG Developer BAKIN Discord, which is linked in the description below, so you can always be on top of updates. Byako, welcome. Byako. You were on the other stream this whole time. I have been goofing and gaffing like you wouldn't believe, and you've just been missing it. Coming soon. We got 8. We got 8. Is it available yet? Is it available? Is it available? Is it available? Can you buy it? Is it available? Coming soon? When's it available, guys? Tell me. Is it out? Yeah, I knew it was you, Arden. Come on, come on. What do you mean not available yet? Oh my God, hurry up. I don't have all day. We're going to crash Steam. There it is. There it is. It's up. It's up. It's ready. It is ready, and it is $62.99. It is $62.99 USD right now, early access. It's probably cheaper for you if you have SGB. That is the introductory offer. The offer ends October 24th. It's out, it's available, and now I can show it to you, and I can finally reveal. I've been a beta tester for months. I have been waiting for this for years, but for the last several months, have been getting into this program, making videos, tutorials, and it's been really, really hard not to talk about it, but now I don't have to hide anything anymore because it's out. Oh my God. Oh, holy crap. Here it is. Here it is. If you are on the fence about buying this product for any reason, I just want to say I use all kinds of RPG engines. I use RPG in a Box. I use Smile Game Builder. I've used RPG makers for a long time. Back in the day, I used RPG Toolkit, which is still, it's really, really hard to use, but you can still use it if you've got an XP platform. Then, RPG Wizard, which came and went. I'm definitely going to use... Install size just shy of 5 gigabytes. Yeah, mine is under, after I looked at everything, it was like under 6. It was 5 something. Just fine. Oh yeah, I was seeing the $62.99 because I have the SGB discount. Sorry guys. So Lady Softpaw has SGB, so she's seeing the accurate price. RPG developer BAKIN. You are looking at the top menu. Feast your eyes. This is what you're going to see every single time you open the engine. This is in 4K resolution, so yours might look a little bit more cramped if you don't use 4K all the time. The video itself that you're watching right now is in 1080, it's downscaled, but this is in 4K resolution here. And I have a video going up right now on the channel scheduled. You're going to see tutorial videos going up every 15 minutes on the 15 minutes until 9:30. I've got 8 of them planned to go up in total over the next few hours that will completely go over all of the different basic functionality of the program, but this is the top menu. So we can create a new program, a new game. You can look at the history and see all of the games that you have made or sample projects you've opened in the past. And by the way, you did see that the Create New allows you to go through a game creating wizard, which is included with BAKIN. So we can answer some questions to make our game, and we will do that together here after we look at the other features on the top menu. If I click local PC, I'll get a file tree of everything, just everything on my PC, but we can see all of the assets that I have downloaded right here, which I did not know that they were going to appear here because, yep, I've got one on my channel right now. Dark mode, I don't think I ever found a dark mode. We'll go into configuration here in a little bit and we'll look. I never saw a dark mode while testing things out. We've got a couple of folders in this pack as well, but here's all the DLC that I just got. The first video that's on the channel right now is explaining the top menu, which is what I'm explaining right now. So we're kind of going simultaneous. The game gallery is next, and this comes with 5 games. Orb Stories, which is apparently the one that Smileboom put out for everybody to play. It's the one that's featured in the trailer as well. Map Collection. The 3D Assets Tutorial. This project will give you a basic understanding of creating 3D assets, character, and background models in RPG developer BAKIN. 2D cast assets. This project contains 2D character assets that can be used in BAKIN. It contains pixel art for use on maps and in battle scenes, as well as character images for use in event conversation scenes. So there's all of your talking sprites and your sprites in general for battle and for map scene data. The Smile Game Builder Pack. This project contains 2D and 3D assets from RPG developer BAKIN's previous work, Smile Game Builder. For the 3D assets, BAKIN shaders were applied, so the same model, albedo map only, but with improved surface texture on display. Byako has been asking about the maximum map size forever, so we're going to get to that in just a second. We have access to the Steam Workshop, so you got it. Down here we have new upload. You can open the workshop. Go. Be the first to put something on the workshop. State of progress, free space, locally, that's behind my head. The assets showcase, this is where you would apply your different DLCs. The ones that I don't have got purchase icons next to them. And Zeke, that's not correct. Hold on. You saw that number earlier, but that's because that was tied to a different factoid. I remember what he said. Hold on. No harm, no foul, but hold on. The RPG developer BAKIN Modern City Packs, one I don't have, for example, so it's got the purchase option right here. Yeah, he was talking about scaling. But there's all of our DLC. We have info and tips, and these are really just two tabs that have got websites. One is the official website, which you can go check that out if you want. It's rpgdeveloperbakin.com, I believe. This one's the YouTube page, and you can check that out whenever you'd like as well. Here is the configuration. The configuration looks exactly like the configuration in Smile Game Builder's top menu. You can choose your language. It comes with Japanese and English. For your in-game font style, you can use the standard font or choose from installed fonts. You can check a box to use a rendering method that supports multi-language fonts. Wrath of Wood, welcome. Thank you for dropping into the stream. It's good to see you. It's always good to see Wrath of Wood. Wrath of Wood can make friggin' MV3D games like it's nobody's business. There are other tool settings. You can reset the advice window display state. There's an advice window that pops up whenever you go into the map windows. We'll get to that soon. Window initialization, palette initialization, restore all palettes to their initial state. Interesting. Other tool setting, system report, terrain selection display. You can either have it highlight or blinking. There's backup triggers. It does support auto backup, and we can check the box to support auto backup or not. So no more crashing and losing all your stuff. If you click the multiple launch button, you will get a second instance of BAKIN. So you can open this project more than once. We're going to go through the RPG creation wizard right now. Maybe SB will be going through it with us. RPG developer BAKIN, helping to create a new game. Welcome to BAKIN. Uh-oh. Am I cutting out? Am I cutting out for anybody? Is it just Biako? I know we had some bots come in here earlier and try to tell me that I had some hot MILFs just waiting. Okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm married to one. Ha-ha! Sorry. Hello, / / Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping in. By answering the guys' questions. Maybe it's the phone messing up. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you guys for letting me know. I'll try to talk a little slower so Biako's phone can catch up. We'll get this wizard going. You can prepare a template for the game you want to make. Let's try it out right away. So here's where you can set your game title, and I'm going to call this one For the Stream. And the subtitle is going to be, what's the subtitle? First person to comment what the subtitle is, I'm just going to put it in there. Make it safe for work. What's good, my penguins? That's the subtitle. I don't have enough space for all that. But hello, Patchwork. Thank you for dropping in. Good to see you. Cookies. Why did everybody go with cookies? Ash's lame game. Thanks, Pure Parzival. Appreciate that. The creator, Lame Ash. It's only lame because I can only make it for an hour or two on stream. You can go ahead and click the button down here to start editing with minimum data, and that'll kind of bypass this whole thing. So if you're just wanting to make a game quickly, the top menu will come up here. You'll be on Create New. Just hop down here to start editing, and you can go. Can only go up then. Yes, that's correct. That is correct. Next, asset amount settings. You no longer have to have a project file with nothing in it, like I do. Whenever you want to make a bare bones package, you can go with simple or normal. Simple will have the minimum data required by the system. Normal is what we want, so we're going to go next. Player settings, main cast. You can go ahead and select the image you want to use for your main character, for moving and for layout. And when they say for layout, they're talking about the sprite that talks. I'm not going to browse that stuff here right now, but you can also name them. So instead of hero, we're going to type in patch. And we're going to go next. Check this out. Camera settings. Specify the standard camera to be used in the game. The editing screen allows you to make more detailed adjustments and specify the camera to be used for each map. And I've got a camera tutorial that will be going up also tonight, so you guys can check that out. I know Kuma-chan, Jun Rosamura, is going to be all over that. He's going to make amazing stuff with it. And we'll finally all be able to make amazing stuff with it. But we can do the standard SGB view from almost directly above. We can do overhead view from behind. So we're talking like, I don't know, Arkham City, or Arkham Asylum, whatever other game uses that likely did it way before Arkham did. Subjective view of the person. This is first person view. You can select it by default right there in the engine. Boom. Done. Or horizontal view from the side so that you can make side scrollers. We want to do player central. Lick Cat. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping in. We're going to go ahead and do player central view. We can change it though in the engine, in the editor immediately. So we'll check out more ones. Yeah, it looks like you're going to be able to make Metroidvanias, sort of. Platforms not really being able to stick out, protrude from walls. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see how we might be able to do something like that. But Wonder Boy. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what a good example would be. Probably closer to just Mario. Valkyrie profile style? I don't know. Without a doubt, yes, you will be able to make all of that. The short answer is yes. I don't know how much of a roundabout workaround you'll have to do it, though. Operation method. Byaku's got to go to sleep, so we got to hurry up and get him his answer on the map size. Would we be able to switch perspectives on the fly? That could be fun. You can do it in SGB. I don't see why not. This is just camera control. Well, I'm sorry. You can specify. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You got to do it with the event panels, but of course you can. Including the lens size. All right, Byaku's hyped. Byaku's hyped. He's not going to sleep. So, operation method. Would we like the top view operation, which is traditional to all of your top-down RPGs? Do we want tank controls? Tank controls is now in a default setting. Or do we want the side view operation where we behave like a left and right? What exactly is cast referring to? Cast is what RPG Maker calls actors. Those are the characters that you put in your game. Your characters are cast. I don't like that terminology, but it was made popular, so there we go. I don't like calling them actors or cast or anything, but it makes sense, right? But action settings with jump, yes. Check that box if you want jumping in your game. Do you want inertial movement? Check that box if you want inertial movement if you're in your game. If you don't, then you'll leave those unchecked. Inertial movement, when you stop pressing the movement button, your character might scoot just a little bit more. You'll get to see it live right now. And we can start editing our game. You can choose whether you want to start with a flat map or a map with some degree of automatically generated undulations. Sounds weird. Do you want to use automatic map generation? Yes. Check out the map generator. Just a quick shout out to thank all of the viewers right now in stream. It means a lot to me that you would come by, drop in, say hi for any length of time, and support the channel. I hope that you'll consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. It's free. I mainly use YouTube as a platform for this stuff, but I often use Restream so that I do have a presence on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, wherever that's going. But I do independent game content, including showcasing old stuff, old board games. Got my copy of BAKIN. I don't know what to do with it, but I got it. You subscribe and watch all of my tutorials. They're every 15 minutes a tutorial. Or a tour anyway. Tours. A little bit of tutorialage though. I'm not lying when I do call them tutorial. Big shot, I'm recording myself right now following your instructions. That's great. That's what we want, more BAKIN content out there. So let's do that. And let's support each other. Check out this terrain. We don't have a character, So we are map size and C#. Yep. I'm on it, guys. Map editor. Let's do this. You see this map list? We've got on the left side. It's gonna be hard to see on phones. Yeah, that's what the rescheduling was. On the very left side, we have our master menu, just like we do in SGB. But then we have our map list. You can collapse the map list, but if it disappears, don't worry, it's still here. You can click on it and you can pin it so that it doesn't disappear anymore. We have access to our common events. They are also here. And you can pin that and it will annoyingly open up in its own vertical column. I wish it wouldn't do that. If I can move this though, here we go. Yep. We have our UI placement. There we go. We have just placed our UI. Looks like they kind of missed a few translations in the menu. Yeah, that's going to be a thing, but it's early access and they will get on that. I am sure of it. Common events, also the placed list. We can go ahead and take that and stick it right down below. Or not, it's just disappeared. It's gone now. Here we go. We can resize these. There. Now, they're all pinned. Hopefully, that's the size I'm going to be working with the rest of this playthrough. That's what I want. So, we're going to add a map, not a common event, a map. I meant to put that up top. The name of the map is editable. I hope you guys can see this. Oh, that doesn't help. It's just going to remain this size. We can change the X and Y size of the map. That's in tiles, and we can change the initial map terrain elevation. We couldn't do this in SGB. It would always start at 0. But it's at 12 right now, which means the elevation of the map will be at 12, and you can lower or raise it beyond that 12. You can lower it beyond the 12, really is the point of that. You can specify texture settings. The resolution is 128. If you do lower the resolution, you'll see that the resolution scales. You can use a texture filter or not. You can change animation intervals per map, and you can change the cluster size per map. So if you do make a huge map and it's really lagging on people's PCs, you can change that cluster size and it will load in smaller chunks. So what can this X and Y go up to? Let's type in 1000. It goes up to 256. 256 is the highest it goes. Now, for those of you who feel like that's a bit of a limitation, remember, we can scale. We can scale all of this so that each tile no longer really has a meaning. It's just the bare minimum size of tile before you're allowed to step off onto another elevation. And I'm about to show you why that doesn't matter either. I don't want to make an X, and let's do like a hell with it. Let's make it 256 by 256. We can also load a template. I wonder what happens if I click that. I don't have any templates, but we could make templates and share them, and then we'd be able to use them. Let's click AI for auto generation so I can show you the AI editor. And it's generating my map right now using the 256X, 256Y. Yep, we get auto generation. Look at this. I got to use the scroll wheel to zoom out, and I got to zoom out quite a bit. Can I make this bigger to make that easier? Yes, but not a lot. Screw the limitations. I'm going to import my 10K M2 landscape. Do it. Do it. Anybody who doesn't is a coward. Yeah, so now we have this giant randomly generated map. I can change the base terrain elevation, max elevation, grid size. The step height is 2. No, it's 1. So that means we can step up these little steps and not have to worry about jumping or using another event or a slope to get up them. You can just walk up each height of 1. Gentleness is 16. We can change these values. What's the first thing that you guys would like to see me change? Oh, we actually have variations, just like AI. Thank you, Ash, for being an awesome content creator. Thank you, dealers of SGB BAKIN. Thank you, X0 Sigma. That's very supportive. I appreciate you. Let's change the step height to 4. That's gonna really screw with the AI regenerate. That's going to really screw with the everything. Just change everything. We'll change that one, and after we see the result, we'll change the rest. Now, we've got a much taller map where the step iterations are beyond climbable just by walking. It's taken me forever to zoom in using my scroll wheel. I'm going to have to get some sort of macro enabled mouse or something. Oh god, and I've got the camera clipping into the environment, so it doesn't want to... I hope that there's a setting for that. What does flatland level mean? That means that it will not have generated terrain. Everything will be flat, just like it is in Smile Game Builder. You can raise and lower the terrain manually. Let's do a random. I think that's what Byako wants to see. Random on everything, right? Hit regenerate. And we're gonna play with this map, whatever it looks like. This is the map that we're gonna do. This is gonna require grapefruit. So it's a 0 or 1 kind of thing? Yeah, pretty much. It's either flat or it's generated terrain. And then if it's generated terrain, then you play with the settings. I don't like how long this is taking. If the stream completely stops all of a sudden, oh my god. I can't play with this map. I'm sorry, Byako. Can we make it look not Minecrafty? Uh-huh. Sort of. Let me get out of this generator. Perfect. No, it's not perfect. I'm not doing that. Let's make everything back to gentle rolling hills. I actually want to be able to travel around. I'm not doing that. No. Reset the parameters to default. Regenerate it. Yes, I am a coward. Is creating NPCs with dialogue as easy as it is in RPG Maker? In my opinion, yes, because it's easy to do in Smile Game Builder. And we're going to get a little bit more power over that in BAKIN now because we get unlimited character facial expressions. We are no longer tied to 4 expressions per character. Hope no one here has trypophobia. My wife does. If she's okay, then it ended up being fine. All right, I love the look of this map. We're gonna show you some rolling hills. All right. Whoa, God. Okay, sorry. That's my bad. Sorry. Very Minecrafty. Yeah, but when I zoom out, God, that's nice. Okay. Wait, we can have 8 people in battle now? Alright, going into we're in the map editor. Where's the first place we need to go? We need to check out the objects. We've got access to the particles, access to nature, everything in the basic set. Indoor is separated into several subcategories. I'm gonna miss the tabbed functionality of SGB versus the folder structure. It's gonna be easier on your preview. Can we import custom-made maps from places like Blender or no? I'm about to answer that with an example. I need to go to Outdoor, and then I need to get to... Can I get to... Is it Background Objects? I'm going to ask a lot of noob questions. Marble Q, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in, and it's totally fine to ask noob questions. This is a great place to do it. I'm going to be trying to answer as many as I can while I've got the time. And then when I'm done, you can still go visit Companion Wolf or Sovereign 7. They are streaming this as well. I'm sure there's a lot of other content creators streaming it right now. It'll be their first time with the engine. I've been with the engine quite a bit, so has Companion Wolf, much longer than I have. Let's take a look at some of these. Let's just go ahead and nail down that house. And now we've got a house on our map. And I've decided I don't like the size of this house or its placement. So I'm going to put it up in the sky instead of where it's at. And I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger. And I would like to switch to scale adjustment with the widget and move that out of the way. And I'd like to make it really flat now. And I would like to take this red and stretch it out on that axis. And now, oh, my camera's culling now. Not good. Oh God, I've made way too many houses. Undo, 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 undo. Okay. Okay, no more goofing around with the house. Let's change our manipulator. You can do that down here. I'm actually covering it up. It's right here. I'm trying to move out of the way. And yes, the models do have their own collisions. You no longer have to worry about setting block collisions. You can still do that, but every model now has its own intelligent collisions. I really don't like that camera terrain clipping. Can something be done about that? Like in Unity, you can... yeah, something can definitely be done about that, but I can't remember where that is. I'm in the map editor. The function, switch to individual function windows, properties, thatch house, position, angle, scale. That's for the object. I know there has to be something. But I think what I will do is... Wonder why it went away. This is about how close I'm allowed to get an SGB. It just went away. So I'm going to grab something out of nature. Let's grab a few trees, first of all, and place them down. And go ahead and scale them up some. I probably placed that tree on top of that tree. There we go. And we'll switch to the rotate widget. And whoops. We'll just place a few, scale them up. Control Z to undo anything you didn't want to do. I'm going to click on, I'm going to collapse the plants. Go to rocks, stones, and terrains. This is what I really, really wanted to show you. We've got stones of different sizes. They're all appearing pretty small. But I'm going to scale one of them up. Activate the 3D view in the lower right menu besides the lamp icon. That's the perspective view. That just changes it from orthogonal. It does make things a little bit slower, but it does fix the clipping. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. So does a lot of other people. Now, I'm clicking on events. I'm going to right click on this tile. I'm going to make this the starting point. I need to get a character, but you can see kind of a sneak peek of the templated events just like they had in Smile Game Builder. You have our folders that contain the different event types, and you can go ahead and check them all in order to get them all visible here together, but it doesn't quite separate them by type like it did in the tabs in Smile Game Builder. So hopefully that's something we could maybe give feedback on if we don't like it. I don't love it, but I'm not complaining about it too much. So we can make a pushable event right away, give it a different graphic, and we have access to the models that come with the engine. Let's go to the basic set. We'll go to rock. We'll go ahead and make a pushable rock. I'd rather it be more obvious that it's a different rock than the other rocks, though. Let's see. Demon's Castle. No? No? Cactus. We'll make a pushable cactus. How about that? Add it and exit. And you get your info window that tells you what you've got here. There are tips. Scrolling very slowly at the bottom of the window. Hit OK. Hit OK. We've got our pushable cactus there now. I need to get our player to have his own sprite. So we're going to go to resource menu. No, that's not it. We're going to go to the database, which is where we can define all of our stuff. And by the way, I'm really excited to share that we are no longer limited to 6 elements or 6 states. You can now add all kinds of elements and states. You can have all of the properties of how they interact with one another. You can finally make Pokemon if you want. I don't care. Pokemon with all, 18 types? You've now got the ability to do that. You add your own. By default, it does come with the 6 or is it 8? It actually comes with a few more. Nice. Less HP. It comes with a reduced resistance. Awesome. So it comes with states here in state definition. You just add them. Attribute definition is where you add your extra elements. In my opinion, whoops, might have a few comments I need to slow down and read. It's looking fun and easy to build in. Make sure to join the Discord. Yes, it's linked in the description. Join the RPG Developer BAKIN Discord. My BAKIN doesn't open the project. I think I'll restart the PC. Okay, Huggons. See you. Come back soon. Would something like fishing or mining be easy to create with the event system? Mining, in my opinion, is always easy to create with the event system. Fishing, I would say yes. Easy, I don't know about easy, because fishing works in so many different ways. Everybody's going to have their own take on it, so it really depends on what it is you're trying to accomplish. But there are fishing systems out there, I'm sure. Join that Discord. We can help get you set up. Pretty soon, I'm confident we'll have a free fishing system floating around. All right, so I wanted to go to casts and assign myself a hero here. So let's just get this default hero. He's got his default look. I don't know if you guys are not like buying this just yet. You want to see what assets it comes with. I've got a video coming out with that that explores all of the hero casts. But if this is the one that's already in here, we can select from file. We can let's go to Smile Game Builder. Smile Game Builder, and we can go to 2D characters there. I can get my lovely Marie back. 2D cast assets. I'm looking for something specific. We have an elf. You have access to the animated parts of the sprite. I would love to open those up in an inspector, but this is really tiny, so it's really, really hard to see. Well, anyways, you can see that Hero A here has got his default face, his sprite for movement, and there's his, it says graphic for layout, and this is his full body sprite that will appear waist up in dialogue scenes, should you so choose. And it's at this point I get to tell you also that you get to customize everything about the UI in your RPG. You do not have to get stuck with the same pause screen that everybody else is stuck with. If you download and play Orb Stories, or you play the demo of Orb Stories that comes with the engine, you'll get to see what I mean. The menu comes in, it's beautiful, and it's all customizable, from the amount of animation that things pop in, to how long they stay there, to whether something is highlighted and flashing, to the size of the text, to what variables you want to display on the screen, what pictures of the party members you'd like to display. It's all there for you to control. Pawn Suwan, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in. It's hard trying to learn BAKIN while helping others on Discord. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a trying time for us for a long time. But be an expert so that you can answer those questions and not answer with, I don't know, like I've seen so many times in the SGB Discord support channel. We're not getting too much of that lately, but for a while there, it was bad. Anyways, we have the ability to change this guy's basic stats, his equipment and abilities, and yes, they all have subclasses. We can change the properties of how they act in battle per character, their effects for barehanded attacks, effect on KO, and then we can generate different events in the other tab, such as no damage, generate in the air, no collision with other generators, generate in priority. These are more advanced things. I wouldn't touch them if you're just trying to make a game really quick. State resistances, things like that, all of that's here. So He seems to be in my party. We need to get to the... Oh, here's classes. By the way, it comes with Swordsman, Priest, Wizard, and Beast Tamer. We have separate classes right there. But I didn't come here to look at that. I came here to go to Game Definition, I think. Here it is. Start Settings. Patch. Patch is right here. He's got no graphic. Let's get you a graphic, Patch. Initial accompanied members. Let's go. Oh, crap. We got back to the asset picker. The asset picker is not super ultra easy. Not intuitive at first. I'm always afraid I'm going to pick the wrong thing. Is there a character generator for all three? Icon, sprite, and graphic. Not built into the tool. Not built into the tool, there's not. But there is a number of generators out there from what's it called? Oh, I don't remember the name of it, but I remember the developer. The developer is Severick. If you look for character generators on my channel, you'll find it. But the other one that I really like, which is paid, it's like $5, is from Grindalf Games, and it's just called Pixel Character Maker. It's awesome. It is really, really awesome. And the one that Vizistella makes is like $50, and I don't recommend it at all. 0. Do not do it. 0 out of 10. I've got a video on that one too on my channel. It does generate profile pictures, but that's, to me, no. Anyway, Eternal, I hope that helps. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping in. Spider Zeta, welcome to the stream, and thank you for dropping in. Just looked at the triangle. Oh, can I make Tales of Symphonia or Star Ocean 3 combat style? The short answer is yes. The long answer is it will take a lot of eventing, but it can be done. The devs mentioned that the engine doesn't have stuff that can help you make it. That's correct. However, it is something that you can event out. I'm a firm believer in being able to event your stuff, especially if this thing has C# capabilities, which we'll try to look at here very soon. Just looked at the triangle count of one of the models. Smile getting bigger? Yeah, definitely. Oh, Hagons, you can't open your test project? Are you trying to import a Smile Game Builder game? Can custom sprites and models be added easily? I'll show you the folder structure after I get my party set up here. I think I'm good now. I wanted to show you the rules and operations screen. This allows you to add more keys from the keyboard. We are no longer limited to the 6 keys that we have with Smile Game Builder. That is a distant dream now, guys. A distant dream. We have project settings here, common terms. All these common terms are the ones you have access to in Smile Game Builder. It looks like we have a few more this time around now as well. And you have different terrain attributes. Obviously, the more that you add in states, the more will be here. Hunter asked if someone asked earlier if there's video playback support. We're going to look at the event panels now. Oh, no. I want to apply that and save it. Thank you. So now I should have, my character should be there. But we'll go into the events. We're going to click Custom Event, and we're going to drop it here. We're going to look at the event editor. This looks just like the one that I showed you guys this morning from SGB. You have event sheets. This time they're over here on the left side instead of up top. You have your event sheet conditions. Your event sheet will only run when these conditions are met. If you have your event set to loop, it will check this condition sheet again at the end of the loop. And Nico asks, what is the difference between this and SGB? Hi, Nico. Welcome to the stream. There are a lot of differences between this and SGB, from the obvious graphical upgrades to the limitation taken away on states and attributes, to character classes, to new camera control, which I'll get to that as well. And it uses effects here. Thank you, SB, for popping in with that factoid just as I was trying to list off things. You already know how to use it. That is a boon. Yeah, absolutely. So you can now choose to have an event happen when a player talks, makes contact with the event. When the event makes contact with the player, automatically start only once or repeat, automatically start only once in parallel, which is a new one, or automatically start repeat in parallel, which is one that we need. I'll buy early access right now if it has PS5 Xbox controller support. It does because SGB does. If you want me to prove it, I'll go grab my third-party controller and plug it in and try to move around, but SGB already supports that, so it's a done deal. I've made the Final Fantasy XIV World Cross hotbar in SGB, and if you want to check that out to see what kind of eventing you need to do to extend that beyond its current capabilities, you can go to my itch.io page. It's amalgamash.itch.io, and look for a project called Land of Extensia. It's a whole bunch of stuff that I put together for SGB. I'm going to continue growing it so it emulates the feel and effect of having a bunch of plugins. Anyway, let's get these events going. You've got a command selector here, variable box assignment and calculation, advanced variable box operation. This is all the same stuff that you can get with SGB. You can also obtain terrain information. So besides specifying by the player's current position or variable boxes, you can obtain a terrain resource name, which is obtained in string variable. This is something that'll be you'll need a little bit of practice to use it. I'm going to delve into it. I have a strong feeling it has to do with making terrains that have things like poison effects and stuff. And using that, there goes $63. Hell yeah. Can I link to that project? I don't think yeah, of course I can. Give me a moment and I will. You can see that we have now text, local values, array variables, and regular variables, which should be integers. SGB already had a very, very high limit on the amount of the value you could put into any given variable, so this is going to be pretty big. But I don't want this event panel in my project, so I'm just going to delete it and pretend to add a new one. We have a lot of tabs. We have more than the 11 tabs that come with SGB. We have actually 14 tabs. This one's for conversation. This one is for screen effects, and it does have play movie. And it does say none. We probably have to add the movie somewhere else, but we do have movie playback support. Spider Zeta stream is stuck at 144p. Did you click on a Discord link, perhaps? Yeah, reset YouTube. You won't miss much. Depending on post-processing and C# support, you might have to pick this up. Well, let's show you the post-processing, buddy. We do have video playback. Camera playback. We add our cameras. So there's only the normal camera here, but we do add our cameras. So when we add our cameras in another part of the program, you'll be able to access them for eventing. Players. Change cast motion, start player falling, change player scale, attach model to cast. Attach model. To joint a model, the cast graphics must use a standard model as well as a 3D model with hooks for items. Attach points on your models. So is this like an over-the-top RPG maker with 3D? Sure, yeah. Yeah. SGB would be a great first 3D engine to use, but this is like the level, this is not like tier 2, but like tier squared improvements over what SGB has. It's a lot more power. It would take a little bit more time to delve into and learn, but yeah, we do have camera transitions. This is cheaper, which is really, really weird. I hope that they lower the price on SGB because of it. I really, really do. Attaching things to your 3D models, insane. So somebody at some point is going to ask whether we can have 3D models in the party and such. The answer to that is yes. It does come with a lot of 2D models by default. Make the player invincible. Disable orientation change. Make player walk to specified coordinates. Pathfinding. Change cast equipment, class, rotate the player, move the player with the physics engine. We have party actions, statuses, event actions, change the event Y coordinate, change the event motion, start the event falling, teleport event, make event walk. If we make an event walk, We can walk to specified angles now, walk in the direction they're facing, change orientation smoothly. As long as I can, oops. Angel Star Studios, I've been here a few minutes. Sorry, I'm just late, just catching up. Hands were full. I believe you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping in. I'm glad you could make time, given your circumstances. Pon Suan, as long as I can add voice acting and make my own Octopath Traveler, I'll probably start working on this when I get home from work. Well, you can, because in SGB, you could have added voice acting. So it's just a matter of recording those lines as sound files and then adding them using these event panels in between dialogues. June, what did you miss? Guys, what did June miss? The map sizes are 256 by 256, but you can scale things so much that you can make it to where that doesn't matter, especially if you're using flat terrain. If you're using flat terrain, it doesn't matter at all. It does have movie playback support, which I also need to congratulate Angel Star Studios and Jun Rosamura. They were 2 of the jam winners, 2 out of the 3 jam winners, and they won SGB keys. Congratulations again, guys. Please stay tuned for more giveaways, more jams, more events just like that one. Does the terrain have to be cubic like Minecraft? The terrain, it's all right. The short answer is yes, but the long answer is terrain just refers to the ground. If you want to make your map completely flat and add in your own objects to act as terrain, you can do that. So I don't actually want to have an event. I actually want to start playing my game. I'm going to click test play so I can finally show you something. For the stream, what's good, my pen? I was going to type penguin, but I didn't have enough space for that. But new game. And all of the title screen, I got to catch you up with that too. All of the UI is customizable, scalable. You can choose where to put everything. You don't have to have things. Oh God, oh we're a bit slow. We're slow. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to have this map size. I'm going to tell you what else though. The inertial movement is working. It takes me a little bit to get going, and then it takes me a little bit to stop. Does this have limits? Like RPG Maker has 2,000 NPCs? Yeah, every engine ever made has limits. But the limits that they have are things you learn to work within. That's why we're able to come out with more and more excellent RPG making tools. One of the limits of this was one I just addressed. It has a 256 tile by 256 tile limitation per map size. Finally, real gaming. Yeah, you're right. It is. Oh, there's my cactus. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing my cactus. I'm pushing the cactus. Do you see it wobble? All right, we're gonna rotate this camera. We're gonna zoom in a little bit. Look at how far into the distance I can see. Oh my God. Okay. If I hold shift, can I run? Yes. That makes it a little bit easier. This comes with a decent amount of default assets. This comes with a pretty basic set of default assets, but by default, you can go to Steam and you can download free asset packs. There are a ton, and I downloaded all of them. And I know that it's because the asset packs for this are pretty big in size, and they didn't want to bloat the file. So you've got lots of options, lots of free DLC. You think the draw distance is affecting the performance? Nah, it's my high texture sprite. All right, I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna walk over to one of these rocks. Oh God, I can't walk on the rock. I know that I can walk on the rock though. So what I'm trying to get at here is if in Smile Game Builder, you can set up slopes to change your player's height on a given map in order to, make them go up a level or whatever. And you can set up objects to have their own collision, but it's by the block. So if you're going to go up one block, then, the player will collide whenever they try to walk against it. This has that too, but it also has intelligent collision, You can choose that instead. And this movements is because I scaled the hell out of the map. No, the movement's funky for a lot of reasons. When you build an engine that takes the kid gloves off, you allow the player to break things. I broke things. I have so much stuff to talk about though, and I got to do it all at once. So hold on. The physics collision of this engine allows you to create models that you can walk on that are sloped. You no longer have to have that flat terrain specification like in SGB. In SGB, you've got where you can raise up your collision so high and also check to be able to move underneath it, like for bridges. It's a feature that's sorely overlooked. But technically, although I haven't seen anybody do it yet, you can make a building with multiple floors on the inside and have the player be able to walk, on floor number 2 without ever transitioning out of the map. It would be hell to build, but you can do it. This is allowing you to walk on things a little bit differently. Jackson was talking about creating an asset pack that was pre-built terrains that you could just import and drop in here. And that'll allow you to use that feature of BAKIN. You can walk on the terrains and they'll be naturally sloped. That's more of an advanced, I hope that if you get this engine that you'll spend time learning about how the basics work first. But going into that, yeah, I'm using levitate. I'm using the power of the sprite being offset by a few pixels. Oh God, I'm disappearing. This is not default performance though. I know I don't have a lot of assets on the map, but I want to show you what you can do while you're playtesting. You see these options up here in the top left corner? You can't really see them because of the screen clipping. It's the video. It's OBS. It's not BAKIN. Right here is a button that says option, and if I click it, I have access to the window size. I can change the resolution of the playtest here. And I'm going to do that pretty soon and see if the performance gets better. The performance meter, by the way, we have access to a performance meter. Check that out. Check it. Oh, it's another bot. It's another bot. Block and block. Goodbye, sex find. Sorry, guys. They tried, but I'm on it. I'm sorry to disappoint whoever wanted that. Check out the performance meter. This is giving you GPU resolution, base, shadow, allocator. Shadow, it's showing you the properties of your shadow, Z pre, whatever that is, base, reflection, light, gather, gather to, triple S, unlit, fog, trans, FXAA, SSAO, depth of field, bloom, UI, and other. Guessing this is a little harder to get into than RPG Maker, thinking I might be too overwhelmed with this. There are folks that think that RPG Maker is too hard to get into, but I think that all engines deserve a little bit of time to learn. If you really wanted to get into this and you had the money and the inclination, I would see if Smile Game Builder goes on sale, and I would grab Smile Game Builder. It is not hard to get into at all if you've got RPG Maker experience. And after you wrap your head around the little differences between Smile Game Builder and how it handles things like events and map making, getting into this will be a cakewalk. All right, and the other thing that I wanted to point out was my computer specs while I show you the other two performance meters they give us access to. There's that one, and there's this one. Very, very useful for those of you who are anal about your performance. And I wanted to tell you my computer specs. I have 8 gigabytes of RAM. I have an i7 processor. It's an i7 10700K, I think. And the graphics card is an RTX 2080. Those are my specs. And I've got a gig of SSD. There we go. That's for you to kind of benchmark my performance. If you have better specs than that, this is going to run better for you. I'm sure Arden, I'm sure Byakko has better stuff. And remember, it is still in early access. So while it's in early access, the developers are taking feedback. They are being very, very attentive to all feedback given. Please, if you get this engine, contribute to that, please. We can check the parameters of each of our characters, which I've just got one character, but he has so many attributes now in the test play, and we can view the collision. Are you ready for this? Bonk. Here is the collision of absolutely everything on the map. My sprite is lagging behind his own capsule-shaped collision, but that capsule proves a point that I had about how collisions are done in BAKIN. Yeah, I guess that SB probably has a better PC than me as well. You have a better graphics card and more RAM. My processor's a little higher, but I need more RAM. So no coding? Right, you don't have to code to get into this. This is a no-code engine. You can code. You can use the C# extensibility, which I'm going to look at that at some point here shortly, I hope. But you do not need to know how to program. It's just, you know from using RPG Maker that you would need to know how to set up your events to get things more advanced working. But that's something that, you know, you learn. You just learn that per engine. And then we have our default status menu. I'm actually going to... Do I want to quit the game? No, I want to show you... Oh, I can... Oh, no, never mind. That exits the game. We'll quit the game. We're going to get back in here. Hopefully their C# library documentation is solid. I wouldn't expect it because it's early. But that's one thing that I would want you to, I would strongly encourage you to give them feedback about. Oh, all right. So we can walk on objects. They don't have to be grid tiles. The tiles don't affect collision. The tiles do not affect whether or not you can affect interact with events at all. Woohoo, my first crash. Yeah, please, if you get a bug report screen, please give them as much information you can. Please, please, please give SmileBoom as much information as you can about the crash. RPG Maker's JS docs were lacking. I never used JavaScript, so I don't know. Can this only be used with Steam? Yes, it is Steam software. If you go to BAKIN's website, you'll see that it is... They link it to Steam. If you want, there are now more default common events that come with this. BAKIN crashes but no error log. Replicate the steps to make it crash. And if you can make it crash using the same set of steps, you can report your bug in the Discord. I have a channel in the Discord where you can report bugs now. I say I because I put the channel there, but yeah, there's a bug reports channel there. SmileBoom has access to that channel, and they requested us to put it there. Countdown timers, compass events, display money, display a variable as a score, or letterboxing. 7 has the same crash. We're looking at it. Good. Good. That's awesome because that means it's something that you can replicate, and your report will help other people who are having the same crash. All right. I don't want to add a common event. I don't want to add any events. I actually want to make a new map. Whoops, wrong thing. We're going to make a 25 by 25 map because I am a coward. And we're going to go to the Events tab. And we're going to make that the starting point. And we're going to lay down some events now. Hunter, you finally decided to get it? What was the selling point for you finally? Stationary, custom event, speak, stationary speak. Let's add some NPCs. We're gonna double click on the event graphic. Well, we're gonna click change graphic. We're gonna pick a different NPC. We're hoping the frame rate's a little bit better with my PC. We've got a goblin, we've got a demon knight. We'll put a demon knight down on the map. I have a 10th gen i3. Ooh, hopefully this runs the program fine. Well, I can't speak to those insanely high specs, but they do have their specs listed. No, Marie, June, it's a crime. They dropped Marie. She's not in the engine. That's, you know, I have to dock at a point. I keep saying that there's improvements that they can make to every engine, and the one that they can make to this one is they can put Marie in it. She's not in it. There's a new female mascot character who I don't accept her at all. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you. I want to show you these slopes real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really excited. I've been waiting so long for this thing. I've been waiting so long to show it to you. There are slopes, of course. Your slopes do not have to be the same as they were in SGB. You have different elevations now. So let's go ahead and draw out. Boop. Go ahead and zoom in real far. Now you can see it. Look at that. It's only a quarter of an elevation. We'll raise that by a level, and we'll raise this last one by a level. Before, this would be 4 whole blocky tiles, but now it is much more incremental. And I can make all of these slopes that also are much more incremental than their counterparts. We can still rotate them, just like we could before. We'll make this one a slope as well. We're going to make it a 2. Oh, actually, we're going to move that out. All the features I keep covering, how it seems like you can really dig into specific C# and how good it looked without any post-processing edited. Oh, I didn't get to show you the post-processing yet. Here's another question. How are the export options? Mobile, Nintendo Switch. Well, let's look at it now. Let's look at it now, because I don't remember what else I was going to do. I was going to show you guys the slopes and the terrain, but I think you get it. I think you get it. I don't want to spend too long on it. Look at that beautiful texture on that, though. Your slopes can now be so much more incremental. I think I've used that word too many times. Look at some of these default things that come with this as well. Let's just put some lava down. I want to show you the light option right here. I'm going to place a light down, and now we have a local light. See that light? We can change the color of this light. We can give it a little bit of a red tint. We can make it a spotlight as well, and we can add more than one. So now you've got lights all over your map. And now, if I go here, and I make that the starting point, and I hit test play, what is up, my penguin crew? I'm back. My stupid inertial movement is doing this, because I've already test played before, and it is not this laggy. The incremental movement is killing me. Able to change the jump button from X to space. Excellent. Point. Can you add damage to the lava? I would say yes, based on what I've seen about checking terrain types in the event panels. But if the lava is walkable, then you can just set the event down. The lava is not walkable by default, but you can make it walkable because you have individual control over separate terrains. We're going to get out of this project that I poorly put together for the stream. I'm so sorry. We're going to go into a demo project so you guys can see what this thing is really capable of. Return to the top menu. Don't save that garbage. Thank you. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. It's back. That was fast. It loads up faster than SGB as well. We're going to go to the game gallery, and we're going to open up... Ooh, I could open up... I'll just open up Orb Stories, because why not? It's a beautiful game, and I'm about to show you in real time. Those of you who haven't played Orb Stories yet, can you add a spotlight to follow your character? Short answer is yes. You're going to have to event it, but you can do that. Sencha, welcome to the stream. Sencha, the creator of the elusive Barbarous game. This is the lava map, by the way. I wanted to show you the lights and how they play off of things like the lava, and dang, it's beautiful. So far, this editor looks a bit more daunting than SGB. It is, but the flexibility and power that comes with it is a massive trade-off. It is. It absolutely is. And now, I'm going to make this the start point. And we get the same sprite, because he's the new Scion. He's the new good boy. I don't think I could even do this in Unity. Now that BAKIN is out, I can do things. Yeah, this is a map. Yeah, I wasted all of your time with the other one. I'm sorry. See how this title screen looks. It kind of, that animation kind of plooped over as we started. But you can change that. You can change everything about it. Whoa! You guys let me know if that's too loud. See, he moves around so much easier now because he doesn't have that stupid inertial movement. The inertial movement's going to be for things like tanks and stuff, the same kind of stuff that Darkhand is working on in the Discord. Are there any nighttime and village city map demos? I'm going to spend a lot of time on night scenes. Yeah, give me just another moment and I will check that out for you. There's all like blocks and objects on a tile-based thing. Looks easy to build in. It's not too bad at all, I don't think. There she is. There's Luna. There's the new Marie. She's cute. I'll give you that. But she's not Marie. This is made with all default assets. This is the power of BAKIN. I don't want to fight anything. Alright, so we get this map we can read on the wall. She's got pink hair, that's a plus, I guess. There's a point to this, though. There's something I really gotta show you. Can you import Marie? Yes, you can import Marie. Here comes the combat. Now, bear in mind, this is just the combat that's with this game. This might be the default combat you get, but remember, you can change the position of all of the UI. You can change your menu options. You can change that annoying white blinking square. You can change what information shows up when you hit different things. But this is the fight menu now that we get. Hey, I'm gonna destroy this slime with power boost. And Assassin Blade. Performance is enhanced specifically for the sample game completion. I just took him out. 10,000. Alright. Here it comes. Here it comes. The moving block. The moving block. I can stand on this block. Wait, and here it goes! A moving block! A moving block! A moving block! Yeah! I triggered a enemy friggin' random encounter while the block was moving. I didn't move, the block was moving and I ran into an enemy. Okay, F it, I'm gonna get this tomorrow when I wake up. It's a good choice, Byako. It's a good choice. You're gonna run into problems and bugs, but that's what early access is for. We're gonna make awesome games. All right, this guy's horrifying. Let's kill him as fast as possible. I'm paralyzed. I'm dying while playing the game because Sencha is here. Sencha's fault. I'm gonna tell you why it's Sencha's fault. because it was in Cinch's basement that I died to 2 rats. SB, good night. Thank you for dropping in. I do appreciate your kind company. And I hope you'll check out the other stuff on the channel and see if this is right for you to really check out. Can you customize the battle HUD? Yes. Short answer, yes. Can an event grab stats off of an item now? I'll need to understand what you mean by that. Check out this treasure chest. It's beautiful. Also, beautiful animation. I got the ancient key. We're gonna go ride that vertical block now that everybody saw in the trailer. And also, where is it? No. If you're test playing this from the top menu, you can turn off the depth of field. You can turn off the bloom. I'm actually gonna do that, I think. I'll see if I can't ride that vertical block really quick, because I'm looking forward to it. Run! Can't jump in this game. That's a bummer. There's our vertical block. Come back down. There we go. Now I have vertical blocks. You know why I need it. I have an event that checks how much a sword has and automatically spits that out as a variable, so I don't have to manually write it 50. I know why you need it. I need to understand what you're talking about. Just pull that toot on my stream, Mr. Elisabetta. We can't go on unless we have the spirit stone somewhere in this cave. Did you see it? Their mouths move. Their eyes blink. They can have more than 4 expressions. Let's rotate the camera and see if we can find any clues. Found you. We can climb down the steps. Whoa, it's working. Whoa, it's working. Well, you can make proper Zelda games or Golden Sun. Hell yeah. Step on that switch. Suddenly, this doesn't really bother me with all the Minecraft-style tiles, you know? I like the blur from depth of field. It makes it look like a real camera. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what all the post-processing is very soon. No, I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna fight him. I'm gonna run away. Can you export to HTML in this engine? You could do it with the Unity exporter for SGB. Oh, I stepped on a switch. I guess oh, there's a bridge. The bridge appeared now that I stepped on the switch. I did the vertical block. Now I can close this. I'm gonna show you test playing. I don't know. Only Windows PC according to Wiki. You can export to Windows. Okay, can you have things like tools and wild arms? Yeah, you can do that in any RPG engine of your choice if you're just looking for the wild arms functionality. It takes some eventing. It's not a thing that's default with the engine, but it's easy to do wild arms tool functionality. If this gets Unity export DLC, then you get all Unity package and build options. Yeah, if this gets that, what Biako said. How do I import Barbarous? You don't. If you try to import a game that uses third-party assets, it will break. That's not something that's available right now. You can import some things, some default game stuff, but even then, events will break because not all of the events have the same properties. So the updated versions of those events will not replace the old events because you don't have values in there. What are Wild Arms? Wild Arms is a game series that was first put out on the PlayStation, and I think that there are 4 or 5 games, but we don't talk about anything past Wild Arms 2 in this stream. So, objects, events, we are going to look. Can you please check if you can stack various tiles on top of it? Ground tile on top of rock, for example. You can stack unlimited things. I'm sorry, Rock. I didn't check out Wild Arms 3. I guess I'm kind of just like I'm giving it flack because I didn't like anything that was past Breath of Fire 3. I kind of like Breath of Fire 4, but I understand why people didn't like it. I didn't play it though. the characters' names don't spell smile boom or smile like they do in the old engine. The next thing I was going to check out was top menu playtesting. I'm going to check that out for you guys really quick. I need to show you the post-processing effects that can be turned on and off. Stream's going to be ending pretty soon, but I'm going to try to show you as much as possible before we end it. We're going to return to the top menu now, which just closes the software. No, it's back. It's back. If you go to your game gallery and you click on a game, you can... Whoops. That's not a feature I can talk about. Sorry, guys. That's in the daily build. Can we use their base assets in commercial projects? Yeah, if you're making it with the engine, you totally get that covered under the end user license agreement. Everything that comes with the engine is up for grabs. I really wanted to show you the inside of that house. All right, so the next thing I was going to look at, I'm going to scroll up in chat now. Does this engine support high refresh rates? I'm sorry for not getting back to that question. I do not know. Going up. Sencha's giving an example of an event that I can't pay attention to right now. Sorry. I apologize formally to the tank boy. Just bought it. Going to import the game, fix the events, and then reintroduce the model packs. You'll have a lot more to fix than that, buddy. I just told you the maps are going to break like crazy, but you'll be on the Discord offering a $200 bounty for anybody who's going to fix that for you. But yeah, you'll get into a workflow and you'll get it fixed. Let's see. Let's go into map collection. And then from there, we'll check some other stuff. Only one map is done anyways. Remember, I'm redesigning all the maps. Oh. I was going to show June the ability to stack things. But what I really want to drive home here is that it's possible to stack as many things as you want on top of any other thing that you want. It doesn't matter the size. It doesn't matter. Yes, please. Let's move this character out of the way, and you can see this table right here. So let's go ahead and run to the objects and go to the indoor tab, and we'll grab another bottle, and we're going to place it right on the desk. There it is. All we had to do was just click. We have placed the bottle, and now look, we can do a balancing act and place multiple bottles. Multiple bottles. Don't tell grandma. I don't know why I said that. That was weird. I'm sorry. And now we're going to grab this giant crate of apples. Oh, and we can just put it right on top of the bottles. Yes. And now we've gone this far. Let's get really crazy. Let's put the plate on top of that. We'll put 2 plates. And then we've got a giant container of Grandpa's favorite meal. Did he go into battle systems options yet? No, I haven't. I've got so much to cover. And we're going to put the pot on top of that, and that pot on top of that, and that pot, and that pot. And we're zooming out. People aren't going to be able to see this, but we're going to go ahead and keep adding pots, because why not? Why wouldn't you? And this is going to make cutscene support videos. Yes, Sencha does support video playback. Ba-ba! Are there physics? Are they going to fall, or is it static? Right now, the way I have these placed, they are static. They will not fall. However, you can make an event fall. I haven't tried to do it before, but you can do that using the event panel. So if I make all of these events, it'll be too time consuming for what I'm trying to do now. I'll stream some more tomorrow morning, and you guys can yell at me to do different things if you don't have the engine, or if you want to pick my brain for ideas. Yes, Wrath of Wood, the lighting is insanely pretty. We need to get into the settings of the maps. Oh my God, there's a ton of maps here, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and look at more of these before we do anything else, because we want to see these beautiful. Oh God, it's loading. Well, this is going to be a pretty map. I guarantee you that. I want to see some pots fall one day. I strongly believe they can, because we have the Make Event Fall event panel in the eventing system. And if I make the events graphic a pot, it's just a matter of whether or not I can stack events. So I shouldn't have sounded so confident earlier. Why, are you going to crash? It's a 50 by 50 map. Come on, let's go. Let's go. We've answered more or less the question on what it can export to. It's just PC for right now. Of course, you can sell your game. You can export your game for the PC. You can upload it to itch.io right now. It's a done deal. You can do this today. You can have your game on itch. You can tell me about your game or your project or your work in progress or your event thing that you invented that you're really proud of, and I'll play it on the channel. I will make a video all about it. You'll get your very own video. It's more of a punishment than a reward, more cringe than anything satisfactory. It'll probably get DMCA'd fast, but the hype will have already been started. What's that? What would get DMCA'd? Oh, I'm missing text. Waiting for someone to make a fan remake of something like Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I see what you mean now. June, I'm personally going to enjoy seeing what maps you make, because you make pretty stuff. Is the character model size customizable? The size of the room assets are bigger than the character, even the chair. It kind of makes you look funky, like you got in a giant's home. You can customize the size of every single asset, and it looks like I've crashed. I'll take a Tums as I restart BAKIN. I want to apologize to the folks who are confused about me getting the DLC earlier. I did have the program already before release because I'm a beta tester, but that's not something I could tell you about. And now that all that's lifted, I mean, Jackson outed himself earlier, talking about his 500 hours in the engine. He's just asset maker and a map maker, though. He spent a lot of time learning how to make beautiful assets and maps. So he's committed to that aspect of things. I went to the map collection. I want to go back into the map collection. You can edit in read-only mode here from the top menu, but you really... Oh, Sencha, this supports autosave. I may not have lost any of the data. Well, I did because it was read-only mode. But if I had been editing my own project, that may have been autosaved. So you won't have to worry about that nearly as much. You get a little notice about restricted editing mode, of course. We're going to look at one of the smaller maps now, and I'm not going to stack any pots. This is a night map that we're about to look at. Whoop, we do have some UI in Japanese still. Check it out. We're going to make this the starting point and test play. Is that every X minutes or every time you change something? There's an option for it. Use the right mouse button and drag to get a different viewpoint. You can walk around. Doodly-doo. Walking through the swamp. Doodly-doo. Gonna fall in the water. You can restrict your player's camera. You don't have to have them to where they can constantly lose themselves. I want to walk up this area. No! Don't do that. There we go. Ah, there we go. Walk up. Yeah, there we go. Walked up the area just fine. Walk right up this object. See? What'd I tell you? I just proved what I was trying to prove in the map that I made. You can walk up terrains. You can import your only objects. And you can walk on whatever you want. You never have to see another Minecraft-looking voxelish block ever again. FFX Titus and Univibes. Titus and Univibes. Ha 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 ha! Sorry. And we're going to walk across this log. This is the same log that we saw from the ancient pack. We see a mushroom and a little bit of moss growing up the top of it. That's super cute. You can climb here more than you can in Skyrim. He had a falling animation. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm going to make him do it again. Weirdly enough, now that objects are way higher res, a lot more objects blend in well to the environment. Hell yes. Dang it, I wasn't on live view. I was behind a minute or two. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't my fault. Do you get a little bit of lag? I'm going to go up to the... Whoops. Right click brings up the menu if you click, but you don't move the cursor. So we want to climb up this branch, which I'm finding super hard to do now all of a sudden. I'm going to step off. I want you to watch him, because he's going to have a fall. Well, if he'll fall... Oh my god. Do it, loser. He won't fall now. He doesn't fall. Ah! Never mind. It was there. I swear. I swear on my channel. Can you jump to first-person view? Yes. You can change camera angles. June. I'm going to show this to June. I have to. We're going to go look at the camera tool. This is going to be June's favorite part. And it's going to be the thing I'm going to look forward to the most. Here are all of our cameras. You can set up different cameras, different perspectives, different angles, and you can call these cameras using event panels. So, Van, so many fond memories of me as a kid playing my brother's copy of RPG Maker, making dumb fun projects are being relived right now. Yes. Yeah, I'm a fan of the dumb projects. There are so many people who are like, you need to follow this advice and make the game like this. And shut up. Let people make whatever project they want. And then, you know, in the context of what your audience is, then you can have judgment come in. But by default, you should be able to make whatever the hell you want. Look at all these different camera angles. They may not look like much here, but these are all battle cameras that you can switch between. And you can add your own, and you can place them right into this folder. You've got this handy folder system. And then we've got default cameras for the different maps. Oh my god, this was a pretty one. No, go back. There we go. Nah. Shite. It's not allowing me to change the angle now. I'm going to edit the source camera. Okay. So you can copy. You can copy your camera angles. Sencha, I heard there was enemy scaling now. There's everything scaling. As soon as you put an object on the map, you can scale it. You can scale objects that you put on your maps, you know, last Tuesday. You can rotate them to face each other. You can place them, you can place tables right next to one another, irrespective of tiles. I mean stats. Okay. All right, I'll back off. I'll calm down. What else? Edit the rendering settings. There we go. There it is. Who wants to see presets? Here's the daytime preset. On that same map, here's the nightfall preset. Is the player able to rotate the camera in-game? Yes, I was able to do that during the test play. Here's the night preset. Indoor daytime, indoor evening, indoor night, scorching sun. And I just got distracted by the Honey I Shrunk the Kids comment. That's actually genius. Darkness, Underworld, Lava Zone. That's really pretty. Ice World daytime, Ice World evening. You want Ice World at night? Smile Boom has you covered. Sepia tone for those back in the old days scenes. Covered. You got it. No problem. Bad weather? TPS Survivor, hello. Welcome to the stream, no problem. Thank you for joining us, dropping in to say hi. Dungeon, summer weather, fancy sky. Can you create characters like RPG Maker? You cannot create characters, you can't generate them in the engine, but you can generate them outside of the engine and import them. It's pretty easy to do. Lava Zone preset looks like Donkey Kong Country. Don't give me PTSD. Milky Way, full moon, cloudy sky. There are so many, and they're basically all customizable. So you can make any of these look like any of the other ones just by changing the properties over here. There are dozens of properties, focal point, focal range. You can turn the post-processing off entirely, and you'll get a map that looks just like this. This is the map with no post-processing. It's just the camera angle. So finally, I was able to show Hunter the post-processing. But you're able to change the ambient color, the intensity of the light, the shadow angles, shadow bias. You have more customization here than you'll know what to do with. Do I think they may eventually add a character generator to the engine? I don't know how to word my answer, so I'll just say yes. I think eventually they will. Alright guys, I started way earlier than I was supposed to, and I need to probably be done. I will be back tomorrow morning. What's one more thing that I can show you guys before I hop off? I confirmed nothing. That's not even nope, never mind. What do I use to generate characters? I'll show you. Oh yeah, I was gonna import an object. I made a stupid little coin using Ken shape, and I shouldn't call it stupid. I'm pretty proud of it actually. Oh, but I wanted to show June the actual looping camera effect. So if we hit the play button, you can have your camera move. You can have this play for when you enter maps, for when a character is ready to talk to another character. For when, if you watch my video on camera registration, which should be published now, you'll see an example that I made where the camera is going around the player as you're walking around, and it looks like a monster jumping from tree to tree or something with the player in its sights. I haven't seen anything like it ever in any engine. Can I take a look at character stats and C#? Yeah. Yeah, Byaku's like, I'm trying to go to bed, bro. Show me the C#. Are the missing weapons finally added in the game? All right, I can probably get to all that. No. Apply it. Hit OK. It's fine. Whatever. We're gonna go to database. Database. We have one character. We have added a second character. But they have no information at all. However, we can copy this character and we can paste him if we really like him. We can change all kinds of. We have categories. This character is an ally, not an enemy, and not both. I don't know why you'd select both. We all know that the enemy that you fight gets a lot weaker when he joins your team. We have a growth speed. We still only have 5 growth speeds, unfortunately. The fixed skills will allow you to pick from something you'll have to add elsewhere. The elemental spears and bows we had icons for, but no models. That I don't know. I may be able to look through the equipment stuff. You can specify 6 different accessories: a weapon, armor, headgear, body armor, and 2 accessories. I think that's how it was on SGB. I think they've only added like 1 thing, unfortunately. I was really hoping to be able to add as many of these as I wanted. Spider, good night. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate your kind attention. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow morning. Maybe. I think I'll be playing Hero Quest tomorrow morning. character stats. Other than that, battles, we have a personality, intelligent, cunning. These are things that treat as enemy encounters. This is the AI, basically. It's just 3 options if you encounter them as an enemy. What about baked-in resistances? Oh, did you... I don't remember if you showed up too late to see it, but you have access to add as many resistances as you want. As many states and as many attributes as you want. You don't have to have 6 and 6 anymore. That's old and dumb and gone. And we'll cancel the character stats in favor of running to the layout tool really quick. I want to show you the layout tool. Here's the layout tool. It is the title screen. You can move every single element in any position you want. It no longer matters. You can have the title screen look like whatever you want. You can have animations play. We can toggle the grid on, and whether parts are snapped to the grid, and I could probably zoom in quite a bit. But I wanted to talk about the background or the properties of each of the objects that you can have. If only I can click on the things now that I've completely jacked up their appearance. They've all got variables that they're tied to. There we go. You can specify what to display here. You can now leave off parts that you don't want any there more. You can now leave off the parts that you don't want people to see, like the configuration or exit game or continue or whatever. You don't even have to have that stuff, or you can add brand new stuff there. It no longer matters. So I say, you can capture this stuff, and you can use this in ways I don't entirely understand yet. It looks like you'll be able to completely export your UI for either others to use or to save as a thumbnail, as clipboard. There's all kinds of awesome sounding but unknown scale in power options. One Man Indie, please do check out the tutorials. Some of them are based on stuff I probably should not have shared. So functionality may be limited, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Custom UI is key. Very nice. Yeah, it's awesome. And that's just the title screen. There's the system with the loading screen and the startup logo. You can change all of that. The in-game effects, displaying the map name is something that can be there by default now. The game over screen is completely customizable. The free layout for events. Menus, here is the, let's take a real close look. Not that close. Fit the preview screen, please. Fit the preview screen. There we go. That's too far away. Get closer. Scale of 2, still too small. Scale of 3. Here we go. Check it out. This is the item selection submenu. Crap. This is the item selection submenu. Oh, you can edit Battle GUI and even regular menus. Yeah, you can edit everything. You can edit absolutely every menu there is. You can edit every single menu in the game. Every UI, every message box, the appearance of which can be completely configured now by you. Sorry if I'm redundant, I'm just trying to make sure that that's well understood. Is the layout tool usable for menus and such? Yes. Can you add animated pictures? Yes. Oh man. Is there still a 4-man party limit? I don't know. You can just make UI in place of the other people. Overwrite confirmation, save file confirmation, it's all there. You can even specify how many save files you want your players to have. It doesn't have to be like 36 save files. Welcome back, Hoggons. Oh, I managed to open a pre-made project and save it as new projects. I can use BAKIN. Good. Awesome, dude. I'm glad. You'll have to come back now and watch all the stuff that you missed. And you can change whether or not the BGM or the background sounds continue to play while you're in your menu. That was a huge headache that I went through. I couldn't figure it out. And then Companion Wolf figured it out. So, but it was like a huge ordeal there for a while. Yes, exactly. JPEG is now going to be a character in your game. And why not? Why shouldn't JPEG be a character? You can change particles, materials, physics settings, motions, models. Somebody wanted to see the enemies. Let's take a look at that really quick. 3D stamp sprites. Reserved. Double click. Nope. Images. This is with one of the pre-made files. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of the pre-made file. JPEG is best, girl. Yes. Yeah, the only thing that beats JPEG is bitmap, but unfortunately, neither of these things are actually supported by Smile. Alright. This thing's taking forever to close. I actually do have to go. I hate that I have to go, but this is not my regular streaming time at all. I just had to do it because of the really weird release date for the engine. Sorry about that hiccup earlier. Those of you who saw anything, no you didn't. Where's the stats for weapons in C#? That is a question that sounds out of scale to what I can cover right now. I didn't get a chance to look at the C#. I would have if, this thing would load. The last thing I'm going to do is look at the C# really fast. Really, really fast. BAKIN. Hold on. I'll just give me another 2 minutes here. I'll go ahead and do it. Another one. One more thing. Default game. Start editing. No terrain generation. Preparing. C#. Somebody asked about C# and I didn't look at it. And generation of characters. Yes. I'll show you that too. I knew I was going to be busy. I was really nervous before I started the stream because I knew people were going to jump in and ask a lot of questions. But I'm so happy that you guys decided to show up. I really, really am. I have 2 to show you. I have 2. There it is. This one is called Aurora. It's the Aurora character generator. It is free on itch.io. It allows you to change body parts, hairstyles, clothing, and accessories. Look for the video on my channel. Aurora character generator. I go through the whole thing and show it to you so you can see. You can check it out before you even download it. But it's free. And if you use that one, I'm not sure if you're going to have to reorder the sprites or not. However, there's one more called Pixel Character Maker by Grindalf Games. Grindalf is a good friend. No, not Gandalf. Oh my god. I can't believe that broke Google. It's Grindalf. What are you doing? I'm just going to have to go straight to his stinking itch page. Where's your itch page? Ah! It's paid, but it's totally worth it. Oh my god, he doesn't have his itch page linked on his YouTube. Come on, man. Grindalf Games. It's paid, but it's only like $4 USD. £5. Here we go. Pixel character generator. I have a video about this. And while it may look simplistic here, you need to understand that these are sprite sheet layers. You can import your own. So you can import any from like any RPG maker that you want. And you can scale. You can scale them, and you can change the order of the output, so it can be a 4-directional character or a 2-directional character. And I asked him to have a feature where you could export so that it would be compatible with Smile Game Builder, because the orientations of the character sprites in Smile Game Builder are different than RPG Maker. So when you try to get an RPG Maker sprite and put it in Smile Game Builder, your character walks to the left or the right instead of up or down, and vice versa. So this is now resolved. Whew. Now, more. What do we got? Oh, God. C sharp, 2 minutes, 2 hours, your choice. I think he's coming back tomorrow, maybe. The amount of crashes worried me. Didn't have that many crashes on G5 Alpha. Yeah, let them know about the crashes, please. Events. Custom event. Set it down. Now, maximize. Click on down here, the bottom left. C sharp program assignment. It is set to none. It is looking for a file name. You can create new or you can select edit. If I click create new, it will enter a file name for the script. It defaults to newscript.cs and I can hit OK. I can now access it. You'll see the yen sign. That's code for /. If I click edit, boom, there you go. This is what you wanted to see. This is the C sharp. I'm going to scale it in real nice and huge. That's going to get me demonetized. And we can see this is the cookie cutting tool that you're going to be able to start with to begin making your plugins with C sharp for RPG developer BAKIN. And that is what I'm going to end the stream on. But we have the update function, so it's already hooked in to where it'll be a part of the loop, and it can run every frame. I've got it booted. How do I open an SGB file? Sensha, I'm gonna stress this as hard as I can. Before you do that, copy your SGB file. I'm sure you already have a backup. Knowing you, I'm sure that you have several backups. But the project that I tried this on irreversibly changed the project itself. It might be because of me being in beta. It might have been because I was in daily build. It changed the project that I made in SGB to export to BAKIN, and I was not able to open it in that engine. Plus, it was broke when it was in BAKIN, so make a copy. Autosave? No, because it didn't make a copy. That would be the expected behavior. Supposed to open it, and regardless of it saving, it's not supposed to save over the old project file. It's supposed to make a new one, but you'll see when you open it. Now, pretty similar to what SGB was doing. Yes. But you'll just open your, I believe you'll open your project file. If you can't figure out a way to do it, then you might not be able to do it. It might have been something that I was doing in early beta. But anyway, we can go to utilities and export, and we can make our published work. And export, we can use Steam DRM, so people can't pirate it. They have to have it. They have to have Steam. You can put in your own app ID. You can have access to all those regular import options. I'm done. I have to go. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your viewership. I'm going to be super busy with this tool now, making sure that I pump out whatever content I can. And I hope that you guys will watch the tutorials and bring all of your questions to me. If Sovereign 7 or Companion Wolf are still streaming, I would go check them out right now. I don't have a way to link them. And don't forget that Jack Assets is opening his website. It may already be open. He's got a sneak peek here that I managed to save. I don't know if it's still there. This is some of the stuff he's working on that looks friggin' beautiful. The website itself is still closed, unfortunately. So we'll close out of that. But time for me to go. Thank you again for coming, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Not at this time. I hope I was able to help influence some purchases and answer a lot of questions. That was my goal here today. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or consider it. Tutorials galore, showcases galore, casual chatting, and vintage board games if you're into that sort of thing. I love sword and sorcery, so it comes in all forms. Oof. Bye for now. Bye for now, guys. Good night. There's 20 people still here. There's still 20 people. I love my wife. Shar, you are awesome. Lovely wife letting me get on here and do tutorial stuff. Thank you. That's lovely. Very supportive. 10 out of 10. All right.